best bets when they empty in the clip high. And never trip, they coming like a loaded gun. With a sickle parlay, with a eyes like Timberwolves. Every show, every quote that you hear is what they wrote. They gon' stand on it, winning all their plays and count some bands on it. Send me mate, if you got a problem, put your mans on it. Step up to the octagon and show me how you coming. They ain't listen, now they coming. This where you want pussy bet. This BigJive MMA show. Watch where they gon' take it next.
Hey, yes sir, baby, yes sir.
BigJive MMA Show. We back with another UFC breakdown. This week it's for UFC Perth. BP didn't get the memo. This is for UFC Perth, not a Gable Steveson.
Hey,
here.
I just got the shirt, bro. Just got the shirt, and it's always Gable Steveson, babe. Haven't found an opponent for him yet. There's a lot of people saying no. I bet I ain't fighting that fucking monster. Are you crazy? So I gotta rep my guy all the way right here.
Well, I actually heard from a source who he's fighting.
What was it, Tybura?
I can't confirm. I don't want to leak it, but I'll just say this: it is an absolute layup.
Well, yeah, that Dana's already kind of admitted it's going to be a layup.
It's a layup.
Dana said we're not throwing him into the Wolves, which
you could probably give him Tybura.
Sure. That's the rumor I heard, but Tybura's ranked, so
yeah, no, it's not Tybura.
It's not Tybura, yeah.
But enough Gable. We got a banger of a main event.
Enough Gable? There's not enough Gable.
Yes, there's too much.
This whole show is about Gable Steveson.
Too much Gable already. I'm sick of it. Makes me want to vomit. Carlos brought this JDM in
yes,
Perth, and it's an early card. So everyone watching that's in the live stream right now, please tell me if you're going to wake up to watch these fights from the prelims. Because for me, I'm in the Central Time Zone. Prelims start at 3 a.m. I will be watching. I will be live streaming, actually. So I'll be there, hopefully from the first fight, if my alarm, wakes me up. But, by the time we get to the main card, I'm sure most people would be up. But it is a Saturday. Some people like to sleep in. So let us know in the chat if you'll be up. BP, you said you're going to be up.
Yeah.
And how do you like these super early cards? Because
so I love a midday card. The super early cards, typically when we get them, it's China, right? So the cards usually are just kind of whatever. But I don't mind it. I like waking up. I've woken up early for the past 20 years for my job. Waking up early is not an issue for me. 4 a.m. wake up call or 3:55, what do you want to call it? Not a problem. Not a problem at all. My kids don't get up till about 8. So I got 4 hours of, whatever. Wife probably don't wake up till 9. So yeah, we're cruising. I'll order some breakfast for the kiddos. I'm thinking the bagels are to play. I love bagels. Ooh. Bagels be to play. Someone in the chat said BP lost some weight. Thank you. I get a lot of the fat comments. I was just telling, hey Jive, I've been in the gym a little bit. My gym, not the actual gym. And we're cutting back on some stuff. So yeah, we're about down 12 lbs. A lot of lbs to go, but we're about down 12. It's easy to lose 12 when you're fat, so it's not an accomplishment yet. But yeah, we're working there. So let's say Ozempic BP. Yeah, I looked in to get Ozempic, and not my doctor's like, hey, listen, you probably can benefit for that because blah, 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 all this stuff. And she gave you she's trying to sell me on it, right? So I called my insurance, and I have very good insurance for my job. My insurance covers like everything. And they're like, no, we ain't doing that. And then it's like $1,000 a month or something. I'm like, fuck that. I'll go old school it. I'll start working. Do it the hard way, babe.
I would be the same way. I don't want any of that. I don't really need Ozempic, but still.
My wife took some bullshit years ago. She said I had to give her to her in her stomach. It was a generic of a generic. Let's just say it was from Mexico. Don't know what it's from. Made her sicker than a dog, right? Yeah. And she lost some weight, but she was fucking miserable. Yeah, she was throwing up and shitting all the time. So we couldn't do anything. So it's like, what's the point of that? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Not for me. Plus, I don't know what's in those things. Maybe in 15 years, people are gonna be like, yeah, this killed me. This killed me because I don't fucking know what's in those things.
Exactly. Appreciate everyone for joining us in the chat tonight. Mitchell Brady hitting us with an early dono, $7.99. I think that must be Australian, $7.99.
Hey, sure, yeah. Aussie hype for this one. We're watching live first UFC event. Right. So he's from Perth, Australia. Beautiful city, I heard, brother. congratulations, watching your first live UFC event. That's awesome.
It is my goal one day to make it out to Australia.
Of course. Yeah.
Because it looks like an awesome place, but it's just so damn far that it's
so far. And I'm bad at flying, so I would need like a laydown. I would need to spend the money on getting my own, those fancy planes where you get your own little fucking section or whatever. I would have to get one of those to make it to Australia. But when I first got on the Anakin Florian, the amount of Australian dudes hit me up in the DMs, and they're so fucking cool. And literally one of the best, if not the best fan base in MMA with the Australian fans. And would love to go out there and to any of the cities, Perth, Queensland, Brisbane, Sydney. Doesn't matter. Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, they're great. And we're rocking the mullets and the muzzies on the thumbnail this week. Mm-hmm. Me and my wife watched Love Island Australia.
Okay.
The mullets and the muzzies, it's like it's a real thing there. So that's why we're rocking those. I don't want to project anything on everyone in Australia, but it does seem to be a theme with men out there.
I mean, there's a couple fighters on this card that kind of fit that bill too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Yeah. Apparently Foster's is like Keystone or Natty Ice.
Foster's beer. Yeah. I've had their beer, the big can. Yeah. I mean, back when I used to drink, I used to consume everything. It's fine.
Never had one. Seabass wants to apologize for the Javier Reyes thing I was saying last week. He was doubting my boy Davey Grant.
Yeah, I did too. I was Dangerous Davey. I'm glad that Davey won. I tweeted you congratulations. I had no money on the fight. I had a pretty good week, obviously.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But I'm glad that your boy Davey won. I like when people are convicted on their plays, and it wasn't like he was like a minus 300 favorite. It was very close, and yeah, it was a fun fight. Davey clearly won. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, gotta love Dangerous Davey. We'll recap that very soon. We're actually gonna have a guest on today. Nice little special guest.
Yeah,
very shortly. Liam Aunan, 7-2 amateur, is gonna join us for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're gonna get to know him a little bit. He's gonna announce his last amateur fight. This kid's got a lot of promise. He's from the Midwest region. We want to support him. He's part of 3 Punch Convo as well. And he's got a pretty good social media on Instagram, breaks down fights, gives fight insights. So he's going to give some insights on what he likes on this card. And we'll talk to him for a little bit. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do that right before we hop into the breakdowns for each fight. But let's recap how it went last week. BP hit his empty the clip. The over 2.5 rounds.
Yeah, it was nice. My original empty clip would have been more. Sorry, I stepped on the sound effect. My original empty clip would have been more. It was Barcelos. I chickened out and said, give me the over. Within, 30 seconds of that first round, Barcelos was almost out. And I went, oh, my God, no, not again. And then he composed himself and battled back in a very highly contested close fight. But in real life, Barcelos money line and obviously the over 2.5 minus 170 I thought was a steal. Glad to get back on the winning ways in the empty the clip. I can't miss empty the clips. It's embarrassing when I do. I beat myself up on it, but I'm glad to get a dub.
Yeah, I was live streaming for the main card, and I put a poll out for the chat. I was like, do we go Barcelos money line at plus 170 or Jackson KO at like plus 250? And they voted Barcelos money line.
All right,
so I put it in. I like to have a bet on every fight if we're going to be live streaming.
Sure.
And right away when he got dropped, I'm like, you guys told me to bet on this guy?
Yeah.
You told me to fucking bet on Barcelos. He's falling all over the octagon. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Dude, I was like, and again, Montel's a great finisher, big power. And I'm like, it's over. I had no faith he was going to cover. I'm like, it's over. Luckily, Barcelos did. Dude. 38 years old. The old line is still fucking ticking, baby. Got to appreciate that. A lot of heart in that man.
Hayden's watch party. All thought we were done after that drop, dude. It was not looking good.
No.
Because, he I don't want to say he barely touched him, but it wasn't a solid punch.
No.
He was falling all over the place. But that's the thing with Montel, man. He's not exactly the best finisher. He's got all those knockdowns.
Yeah.
He doesn't have, a ton of KOs. So.
Dude, he knocked down JP Bays like 8 times. You couldn't get that guy out of there. Montel Jackson, the big thing about him, he has bigger hands than Francis Ngannou. It's a fact. Bigger hands than Francis Ngannou. And if I'm going to sit here right now on a Wednesday night, I'd say he got a bigger dick than Francis Ngannou too. I'm going to say, you know what I mean? Wait, what's up?
I mean, there's no way to know unless
we can find out. I mean,
real investigative journalism. I'm not sure. Not sure. Dixon said it was really hoping the special guest would be a semi-clothed Eileen Perez. We can work on that.
We can try to get her.
Work on that for
try to get her.
Maybe next time she fights. My empty the clip was also
tell them to bring me my money. Yeah. Dangerous Davy Grant.
It was Unk season, dude. It was Unk season and it was dog season. I mean, the only fight I want to see next is Davy Grant versus Ione Barcelos. It's the only fight possible.
Nice little matchmaking, yeah.
Little Unks going at it.
I love Davy's response. He goes, I know I'm not going to fight for a title. I'm here for fun fights, and I love this shit. I like that. Sometimes there's a little too many delusional fighters out there when they're 40 and they're like, making a run. And you're like, no, you're not. Davy's like, fuck it. Let me just go out there some bangers. So I respect the hell out of David Grant for being honest and going out there fighting like a fucking G. Because this fight was very good against Luna. Both guys very, very tough. Davy, I thought, my breakdown was he was going to wilt under the pressure because Luna doesn't, or Marinade doesn't take a step back. And Davy did not. Davy fucking met him, chewed up his leg, made him switch to southpaw, landed big strikes, ate some strikes. Luna doesn't have the biggest power, but loved it, dude. Loved it.
Yeah, I will say this. I don't think Martinetti's good, but I think he fights smart for his skill set.
Yeah.
I was actually quite impressed with Martinetti because I thought he'd look worse. But
if he had power, if he had any power, because his cardio and his pressure is great.
He's just not good. Like,
there's just not a lot of power behind him.
It's kind of like, I don't want to say Trevor Peak, but like not as wild as Trevor Peak, but it's like they're tough and they're a little bit like awkward and they're always in your face. So they can walk through punches. They'll be there. They'll make it a fight, but they're just not very good. So the better fighter should win unless they wilt. And Davy Grant, all that experience came into play.
Sure did.
Shout out to him. I mean, he's a legend. Now that he lives in Las Vegas, next time I go to Las Vegas, I want to meet this guy. I need
to be happy to meet you.
And I need to just tell him thank you for all the bets that he's won me.
He's probably signed, maybe in his entire UFC career, signed 4 autographs and taken 3 pictures. So the fact that you go out there and recognize him, we'll fucking love it, bro.
Dude, I listened to his interview on Harry Hawani, the one that you referenced.
Yeah.
Apparently his kids like don't go to school. They're homeschooled and they like train like all day. Like, dude, this is fucking awesome, man. Like
that's their training, right? Oh, what's 2 + 2? Cool. All right, now fucking work on this armbar right here. It's like, okay, yeah, all right.
Training all day. Davey said he wanted his 16-year-old son, to corner him, but the commission wouldn't allow it because he's not 18.
Yeah, you gotta be 18. Yep. Yeah.
And he's like, his son is like a main like coach for him, like holds pads for him all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but
that's weird because Rojas Jr. can fight professionally at 17, but someone can't corner at 16. I knew the rule. I knew you had to be over 18, but that just seems kind of odd.
Yeah, it is weird. 2 + 2 = cross. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's rip a Davy Grant card tonight. If we did, I would definitely get that shipped to myself, and then I'd take it to Vegas and have Davy sign it for sure. 3-punch parlay was dead on arrival thanks to Julia Palastri. And personally, I thought she probably should have got the decision, but I'm not going to be upset about it because she just did not fight smart at all. And then Hernandez was just, I was going to put a clip of myself and play it for you guys. But when I rewatched myself on live stream, I thought I look like such a sore loser. So I didn't put it on there.
We're sore losers at times. It's okay.
Hernandez should be in prison. What was that performance, dude?
It was a weird. I mean, listen, Javi Garcia, in my opinion, has gotten better. The bloodline camp there, now that they actually have an official, they were training out of garages forever. They actually have a base now. Those fighters, Laurent Douglas coming from there, Cub Swanson, Rafi Garcia, they all look to be better, and Garcia looked to be better. I mean, the thing with Hernandez is if he doesn't hurt you, he's going to lose. And he hit Garcia with some shots, and Garcia ate those fuckers, right? Yeah. Which is a lot considering Garcia fought Jared Gordon his last fight and was getting hurt by a lot of shots. So Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hernandez did not fight a great fight. He fought scared a lot. And then the third round, he finally let go. And that was obviously his best round, but still a little too late. Garcia just a dog in there. I'm glad I laid off that too. I mean, I played the 3PC parlay like I always do, but I was really excited to play Hernandez. Money line says it was low, and I was very confident in it, but I laid off. I instead was like, I'm going to allocate those funds to play Aljo, which I was more confident in. And
yeah, shout out to Aljo. Shout out. Ready for the $2.99.
There he is. Wicklocks. I think he's got an opponent. Who's he fighting? I think he just.
Yeah, didn't he get a fight book?
He just got a fight booked. I can't remember who it was. I mean, Mitchell Brady. I hope you love the guy. Let's see if he's Jacob Wicklocks.
Marcus McGee.
There you go. Marcus McGee. It's a good fight. Tough fight.
June 6th.
Wicklocks.
Yeah, it's a tough fight. But don't doubt Jakob Wicklocks, man.
No. Never would.
I was there watching Hernandez get tossed around like a little bitch. Dude, I mean, he thought he was just going to counter-strike him easily, and that was not working. And he had no second option whatsoever.
Nope.
So,
and that's the one thing I've heard about Garcia is Cub Swanson has referenced this numerous times. He said the dude is the strongest guy I've ever grappled with. Like, he apparently is just so strong.
He looks like looks a lot different than he did a couple fights.
Well, of course. I mean,
physically.
No, I know.
Come on.
We can mention that. Sure. Yeah. It looks like that, him and maybe TJ Dillashaw been hanging out a little bit. But no, but I've heard he's just freakishly strong.
Tijuana, bro.
Huh?
He's been taking some trips to Tijuana.
Go down get a little
he
definitely has. He definitely has. And listen. Yeah. Let's get to this right here. Woo, woo, woo. Tell him to bring me my money. Yeah. Look at that. Yes, sir. The minute Ryan Spann won, for some reason, I'm like, I'm winning this. I'm winning this fucking thing, right? Because Spann looked out of shape. He even admitted, he's like, I do not look good at 264, whatever he weighed in at.
Yeah.
Buchecha is a bum, but if Spann got more tired and, gets taken to the ground, he's just going to tap to something. And he kept jumping guillotine a little bit, but he did play it smart. He landed that huge right hand, Buchecha dead. I was like, I'm winning this because everyone knew I love Barcelos. Squeaked that one out, in my opinion. The ball went our way because some people thought Montel won with the more damage or whatever. Not going to argue on that situation. It was a close fight. I'm glad I got the nod. Same thing with Edwards. People thought maybe Norma Dumont won that fight. I thought it was clear 1-3 Edwards, like I predicted her to win at plus 190, and we're cashing 1531. Yeah, I got a little lower than that. But yeah, it was a good day in the office for your boy. It was a good day in the office for your boy. My second sicko parlay. I went big on this one because I'm like, you know what? Let's test the heat check, right? You hit a couple threes. You're like, I want to go to fucking I want to go to half court.
Yeah.
I got a big one this week. Let's test the heat check here, babe.
Up 25 units now on the sicko parlays.
Hey, yeah. So take all that, you fuckers who say, oh, he got fired from California because you can't gamble. Fuck you.
My sicko parlay was dead on arrival.
Plaster got you.
You fucking Plaster. Which, in hindsight, I'm kind of glad she didn't get the nod.
Because then you would have been mad at Hernandez.
And yeah, then I would have been more pissed at Hernandez. So, yeah, we took an L there, but we're still up 0.92 units.
Hey, you're hanging on.
Parlays. We're hanging on. We got to
hang on, bro.
Up against the wall. We got to hit it this week. And I'm going to tell you right now, boys, I followed BP, and I got a nice little 3-leg underdog parlay for you at the end of the show.
I like it.
But before we hop into this breakdown, let's bring our guest on.
Bring him on. Bring him on.
Aunan, welcome to the show, my brother. How we doing?
I'm good. Can you guys hear me okay?
We got you, bud.
Awesome. I'm so happy to be here. BP, my brother in brown, dude.
That's right. My UPS guy right there. I love it. How long you been with the company, brother?
Like 3 years almost. Yeah.
And what are you loading trucks, sorting trucks?
I'm preload, so I'm unloading trailers.
Yeah, that's how I started.
That's what I like to do. Every time they try and put me somewhere else, I'm like, get me out of here. Get me
exactly.
back. So
I did. I did that for 10 or 9.5 years. Unloaded trailers. Sometimes I would sort. Sometimes I'll load trailers. But whenever they move me throughout the building, no chance. I want to do this. Let me put my headphones in, zone out, get this knock this 53-footer out. We'll be cool. And then I've been driving for 11 years now. So I've been with the company for 20 years. But yeah, good to see my boy in Brown doing big things here, man. Well, glad to have you on, brother.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Taking my podcast virginity.
Oh, nice. I'll add that to my virginity pocket. I got quite a few in there. I'll add that another one right there. There we go. Got a few. So I'm going to kick it off right here. The one thing I love about you, Russ brought you to my attention. You were following me. I followed you back. You're a 3PC guy. I love supporting local fighters. You're obviously an amateur fighter. Last amateur fight you're going to announce here. And what I love is when I started capping you, right? Like I do with other fighters. I was like, I'm going to see what this kid's got. Because Russ is like, this kid's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And what I love about it, and because I'm from Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Midwest guy, I grew up in a gym area. I used to train as well. And I see a lot of guys fighting hand-picked opponents, 0-0 opponents. And a lot of guys you're fighting are legit dudes. And your 2 losses you have are from legit undefeated fighters. The one guy who your first loss was, he's an undefeated pro now. The other guy that your most recent loss is still undefeated amateur. And the reason I bring up your losses is because that is huge. A guy like you with a lot of talent goes, fuck it, I'm taking these dangerous fights. Because a lot of people won't. A lot of people in the regional scene, they want to pad their numbers. They want to go undefeated as an amateur. They want to go undefeated as a pro. They want to fight cab drivers. And you're fighting legit dudes in a competitive way as well. So props to you for doing that, man. That's pretty fucking dope that you do that, because you don't see that a lot, especially in the Midwest area where it's kind of slim pickings or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to commend you and compliment you on that. That's what really jumped out to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many cans that you can fight in the local Iowa scene. Like, I would have no problem being 10-0 by now. Mm-hmm. But like you said, like the goal is to, go undefeated as an amateur and then undefeated as a pro. But that's not the goal for me. I want to go undefeated as a pro, because in today's UFC model, you can go 4-0 and be on the Contender Series. I think there's a guy fighting on the card this weekend who's like 4-2.
Yeah.
But no one remembers your amateur record when you're a pro.
Right.
Like, unless you're Muhammad McAliff and we're like 20 something or 50 something, as an amateur, no one cares about that. So you're pretty much, you have one option if you want to make it, and it's to get the good experience, take some hard losses. You learn more from your losses than you do your wins, and you carry on. That's what you do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Last thing, my boy Chris Curtis, who I used to train with in the UFC, he had about 50 amateur fights. I think if you look it up, there's probably only showing like 18 or 20. He fought some on like unsanctioned Indian sites that we have in Indiana and whatnot. And he had a handful of losses, but he fought good guys. And that obviously is a huge experience for you. But yeah, Hayden, you got anything for our boy Liam here? I feel like I'm doing all the talking. I'm sorry. This is my UPS brother. We're Union brothers.
That's all right. I just want to know, so you're 23, born in 2002. How did you get started in MMA? Because it says on Tapology your foundation style is wrestling. There's a lot of wrestlers out there. And I know a few wrestlers in my region that are really good wrestlers, but like, what actually made you want to be a fighter? Because when I was your age, I had no base. I had no MMA, no wrestling background, none of that. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to start training. I want to be a fighter. I don't want to be a fighter, but I want to start training, and maybe I could be a fighter. And then I looked into it and I'm like, I can't be a fighter, dude. I can't make this money. So what actually motivates you to be a fighter, and what gets you up to go to UPS and then go train?
Yeah, so my foundation is wrestling, but that pretty much just means that I was like casually wrestling only during the winter time growing up and through high school. Like, I'm from Iowa. Wrestling is pretty big in Iowa. It's pretty high level, but that was my foundation. I didn't get into the UFC or MMA at all until COVID. And the first COVID card that happened in the APEX, Ferguson versus Gaethje, I went and hung out with my two friends, and they're like, we're going to watch the UFC card. It's like the only thing on. And I was like infatuated with it. I don't know if it was watching Cejudo knock out Dominic Cruz or Ngannou winging massive punches and knocking out Biggie Boy or the Ferguson and Gaethje fight, but something just like totally sucked me in. I was like, okay, when I go to college, I'm going to train jiu-jitsu. I'm going to see how that goes. Cause if I wasn't good at jiu-jitsu, then I wasn't going to keep pursuing it. Cause I figured I'll probably end up being a grappling type guy with my wrestling background. But then I started jiu-jitsu. I won some tournaments, some IBJJF tournaments. And so as soon as that happened, I was like, I'm done with school. Like I was getting to the point at college where I was starting to have like almost a crisis. Like I was going to school to be an accountant. I'm about to be stuck behind a desk for the rest of my life, like depressed as hell. My parents fully supported my decision. I dropped out, and now what drives me and pushes me to do what I do now is like I was I don't want to say like I was gifted athletically, especially as a wrestler, but I never worked hard. I was the guy who would skip the morning lifts and stuff like that. I would never skip practice, but I just would never take it to that extra level. And now, like, one of my biggest fears in life is like unrealized potential, because I had that in high school and I missed out on so much. Now I finally found something where I can really like hone in and see how good I can get at something, which I've never done. I've never given my all to anything, but I've finally found something that I can do that. I can do it year round, and I can maybe make a career out of it. So that's what's kind of driving me now.
That's awesome, brother. That's really cool to hear. Yeah, I mean, I love how you mentioned the wrestling thing, that you didn't try hard. You didn't want to. I got in a lot of fights growing up. I have some decent hands when I did train. That was kind of like what I did. I did some stand up and decent little hands. But I remember so many times, like twice in my life, I would get in a fight in school with a guy in the wrestling team, and I'd win. And the wrestling coach would pull me aside and say, all right, well, either you can get suspended or I can put you on the wrestling team since you're knocking around one of my guys. And I said, suspend me. You know what I mean? And I look back now, because there was a point in my life, my early 20s, where I thought I was going to be a fighter. And I'm like, what? Why didn't I do that? You know what I mean? It was just, I was scared because all I cared about was chicks and girls, and I didn't want to fucking wrestle or whatever. So that's cool that you're realizing it young and you're going after it, brother. And I love that. I love that you have a fan from your life. I see you wearing, is that your own shirt that you're wearing?
Yes, sir.
Where can I buy one? I need one, brother.
Dude, I will send both of you guys a shirt for free.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I want to pay for it because I want to support you, but hit me in the DMs of where I can get a shirt. And
I'm always posting all of my merch stuff on my social media whenever I'm like releasing new stuff. So if anyone watching is ever interested in picking up some new merch, this is like a local company makes this stuff out of Iowa. It's not like AI generated. It's really good quality. So hit me up. I even ship it out to you guys for free.
Whoa. I love that. Yeah.
AI generated.
Hayden's a big AI guy.
So many fighters are coming out with like AI generated merch, and like you get the shirt and you wash it one time.
Oh yeah. That's
and then like the logo's falling off and stuff. Like,
it's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I hate, is when you buy somebody's merch and it like lasts one or two washes, and then it's like, okay, well,
but I tell you what, this Gable Steveson shirt's gonna last forever right here. So he's a champ there, man. Liam, so you got a fucking announcement here, brother, right? We're gonna announce something here, so let the people know what you got going on here.
Yeah, so I was planning on my next fight being my professional debut. But I got a fight offer that I pretty much couldn't refuse for one last amateur fight. It's for LFA. It's at LFA 235 in Louisville, Kentucky. Defeated 8-0 fighter. On Tapology, he was ranked like #1 amateur 170 in North America. a massive opportunity for me. I've never fought outside of Iowa. Getting my foot in the door with LFA is going to be so huge. I can't wait to like put on a show and impress, because even when I have lost my 2 fights, I still go out there and I you know, I do my thing and I give some and I take some, and I'm excited to earn some new fans and get my foot in the door with a high level promotion.
What's the date on that, brother?
June 19th. It's a Friday.
19th.
So Louisville's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. I'm leaving for vacation to go to the beach on June 20th, but I think I can make that work.
That would be unreal.
It's not a bad drive at all. I think I can get down there. I've always wanted to go on LFA card. I'm not going to promise you anything, but if I go, obviously I'll be wearing the merch. But I like that. I like that a lot. I was hoping you were getting close. Yeah, I think I can make that work, brother. I think I can.
Russ said he might go too. So
yeah, so if Russ goes, that'd be great. A buddy of mine, he'll probably come with me. The wife will be here packing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it work, brother. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I think I'll make it work. That's exciting. I want to see you live, and I love watching live MMA. And I've never been to LFA. I've obviously respected the promotion. They've a lot of good names. I mean, they're a really good feeder organization for the UFC, so that's so dope, man. Yeah, too. That's fucking. I'm coming too. Look at it. I meant LePage is coming. You got you got some people in the chat here.
If you haven't bought tickets yet, reference me. Give me that little commission.
Yeah, absolutely,
I ain't getting paid shit. I ain't getting paid shit. So
yeah, no, I am seriously considering it.
The venue is top notch in Louisville too.
Okay,
it's not is it the KFC Yum Center? No, that
can't be that.
No,
that might be a little big.
I actually went to the UFC card in Louisville at the KFC Yum Center.
I did too. Which one was that?
That was Cannoneer.
Oh, okay. I didn't go to that one. I went to years ago. Diego Sanchez fought. I went there. I'm old, Liam. I'm old, bro.
That was probably a long time ago.
It was quite a while. Here you go. June 19th, Louisville, Kentucky.
I was gonna get your merch too.
Hell yeah, guys.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna be there. You're 3PC, brother. You coming on the BigJive show. We're family now, brother. I'm gonna do all I can to support
Brothers and Brown, man.
Brothers and not to mention we got the Brothers and Brown. Rush just says he's coming to meet you there. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing, brother.
Go shoot him a follow. LiamAunan.MMA on IG.
Oh yeah, I try to post funny content, different stuff. I try and keep it genuine. You know, once you get rolling on this social media stuff, you kind of start to realize like the trap, which is posting content that like the rage bait, the potential for rage bait and driving interactions is so crazy. I'm kind of trying to walk that fine line of being my genuine self, but also like sprinkling in a little bit of rage bait in there for the interactions.
Absolutely,
you're doing more than probably 90% of MMA fighters out there. The fact, like, if you ever heard of Alexei Pergandi?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
He makes good content, and he's like, you know, he's I don't know, he's getting better in the PFL, but he's like not a huge fighter, but he makes good content. So, I mean, that's going to help you out.
Yeah, guys like him and Sam Bailey is another one.
I don't know Sam. I got to follow Sam.
He's more of a striking guy. He's got like he's 3-0 as an amateur MMA fighter now, but he's very good and he makes real good content.
Are you on TikTok too? Dixon wants to know.
I post some of my videos on TikTok, but none of my videos do well on TikTok. Like,
yeah,
I video get six-figure views.
My shit doesn't do well on TikTok either. It's like, you know, they're against good-looking guys, I guess. I don't know what's going on.
The Freedom Hall at Kentucky Expo Center.
I'm looking at tickets right now, dude, and I think I'm definitely going.
What do you think about Josh Hokett?
Josh Hokett, like I just said, I'm kind of more drawn to like genuineness of fighters. But the thing is, when you portray a character like that, and then you go in the cage and you totally like you put on essentially the best heavyweight fight I've ever watched since I became a fan. Yeah, I am a fan. I could do without the weird like flirting with Laura Sanko, like shy guy stuff. I could do without all of that.
Yeah,
But-
you can. I can too.
That's the rage baiting, clip baiting thing.
Yeah, but it works.
I'll notice, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it works.
It works.
it
But
works.
after watching his fight, I'm like, you don't need that. Like, stick to like some goofy shit.
Keep doing it, dude. It adds to the stakes.
The shy guy when he's weighing in though, that shit is
Put
corny,
yourself
bro.
out there, and it adds to the stakes. Because if he would have went out there and got knocked out by Curtis Blades, like he probably would have been a meme, right?
It would have been, but that's the thing. If he loses, it's over, right? Like his bit's
No, it's
over.
not over.
You don't think it's over?
No.
I think it might be over.
No. He'll be fine.
It's never over. Just ask Colby.
It's never, Colby, he's starting to light up a little bit, but yeah, it's still never over.
Yeah.
All right, Liam, let's talk about this fight card. Give me your best plays. You gave us a leg for the 3PC parlay. What do you like about this this fight card? Anybody jumping out at you, brother?
Just in the main event, I find it very hard to imagine a world where almost anybody other than, Ian Gary barely can go 5 rounds with Carlos Prates and survive. He is an absolute killer. He hits so hard. He's so big at 170. And I think smoking the cigarettes, like, it gives him a little bit of that lung conditioning. Like, he can go 5 rounds.
Something to it, man.
I find it really hard to imagine that JDM wins, even though I really like JDM. Another fight, like odds-wise, I don't think Quillen Salkild has any business being as big of a favorite as he is. I think Dariush is still viable. I think he was his last fight, Renato Moicano, and he won. Like, he can still. No, his last fight was BSD.
But he got caught early. Got caught very, very early. So
Fight didn't really play out, but
Salkild is still pretty unproven. I don't think, Salkild is like -400, -500. Another dog to watch out for is Tim Elliott. I think he's quality. I think he's the type of guy that I always underestimate. Guys like him and Cody Durden, I just always think they're going to lose. And a lot of times they don't lose. They're tough ass dudes.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty much
I listen, I'm not going to tip my hand, but I like a lot what you're saying there, Liam. I like a lot what you're saying there, brother. Dude, it's been amazing you coming on. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And the chat loves you. The chat supporting you. Hopefully you get some followers. I'll see you in Louisville. Russ will see you in Louisville. That's how they say it, though. Don't say Louisville. They get very upset. It's Louisville. I dated a girl from Kentucky. I married a Kentucky woman. Louisville. Yeah, not Louisville. They get very upset. But yeah, brother, thank you so much for coming on. And I'll see you in Louisville, man. Get a nice little bro hug and watch you do some damage.
Thank you guys so much for having me on. This is like every day I'm just trying to be a little bit closer to being the next Conor McGregor. And today I got a little bit closer. Thank you so much, guys.
You're the man, Liam. Thank you, brother.
All right, see you later.
Take
See
it
you,
easy,
brother. I'm a fan.
What a
I'm a
guy.
fan of that guy for life now.
What a guy.
He's a good
Make sure
guy.
you show up some love, boys.
Yeah, show Liam some love. And if you're in Louisville, show me some love. Show Liam some love. Russ will be there. Tickets are really, really cheap. And I'm just trying to see if I want to sit cage side or not. You know what I mean? Round of applause for Liam. Clap it up for Liam. What a stud. One of my biggest haters. This guy comments so much. I'll pull the.
Oh, we got a hater in the chat.
Yeah, bro. Look at
Oh,
Brian Petrie is so stupid. He acts like a kid, and that's why he was kicked off Anik Pod. He is immature as hell. That's not why Derek Yates. That's not why Derek Yates. Because he was commenting forever when people would support me. He would go, "No, he sucks at gambling," and then someone pointed out, "Well, hey, he was 3-1 against Kenny, and he was better than Ian Parker." And then he's switching to I'm immature, which is fine. But Derek Yates, man, I appreciate the commitment to hating me as much as you do, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But there's nothing but love on this side of the table.
nothing but love, baby. LFA tickets are very affordable. Just went to the card in Minnesota. Yeah, they can't be more than like what, $20?
The ones I was looking at, which again I like sitting pretty good, were $50 a piece.
$50. Yeah, it's not bad.
It was 49 and change with all the fees, but that's nothing. So I just got to line up. Calling someone to our posting a hater comment on Caps is hilarious. This is very hilarious. It's very hilarious.
Hey,
but he's so stupid and dumb that he doesn't understand the irony of what he just did. So it's funny. It's just funny. You can't get mad at people like that. You just can't.
I thought of this today because I posted my picks video.
Yeah.
And then you can look at, all your content on the YouTube studio, and it says on like all my videos, it's like 95%, 96%, 99%, 98% of like likes compared to dislikes.
Sure.
So that means there's like 1 or 2 people on like all my videos that just make sure they hit the dislike button on all of them. I'm like, what?
It's crazy, bro. Do you remember a couple weeks ago we were doing the podcast and I got my age restricted or whatever, like live.
Yeah.
They took my video down. So I appealed it and I said, what happened? There's nothing I did wrong. They wrote back. And they said, someone reported it as something. And so they immediately threw a strike on it, and then they reviewed it and they unstruck it, right? Huh. I'm like, so somebody went in there. Someone went in there and was like, fuck this guy. Pot just like, I would never be so petty. I love my guy, hey Jive. But yeah, you're right. It's so funny that you're in someone's head so much that they're like, I don't care what it is.
I don't get it.
I'm fucking gonna report this. I'm gonna do it.
Never in my life have I ever watched a YouTube video and thought to hit a dislike button.
Never once.
Never
once.
Fucking wild.
No, it's weird. Let's go.
All right, let's go to the breakdowns. First fight of the night. We got a lightweight bout. Cody Steele comes in at -205. Dom Marfon sits at +175. Marfon technically making his UFC debut, but he did get a win at UFC 326 earlier this year. A road to UFC finale where he beat Songwoo Kim by decision. Cody Steele lost his debut last year in Australia where he lost to Rong Zhu as a very sizable favorite. Here he is as a 2-1 favorite against a guy who is 5-0 in his last 5, who has only lost to Quillen Salkeld and is just 26 years of age. What do you think here, BP? Cody Steele bounced back?
Yeah, I got to be careful. So Cody Steele last year on the Anakin Florian, I don't want to keep talking about that, but I put 3,000 on Cody Steele to win over Rong Zhu. I thought this kid was the next big thing, right? Great jiu-jitsu background, good wrestling, is getting his hands going. And he absolutely gets mollywopped by Rong Zhu, does not wrestle, decides to stand with him, gets hurt in almost every exchange, gets outstruck. Brutal. Took some time off, right? And I've been seeing him training. He's always going to be in phenomenal shape. Looks to me in incredible shape. And the hands are still there, obviously. It's just a matter of where's the defense at. Dom Marfon, I want to sit here and go, oh, he's only fought, these low-level Korean, Japanese, Asian talent, but fucking Cody Steele just lost to Rong Zhu. So what the fuck? That's not going to matter in this. You know what I mean? That's not going to matter here. But the thing about Dom Marfon is I think he's just a little basic. I think he likes to grapple, but he's not exceptional at it. I think his striking's there, but it's not going to take you over the top. He's not a big finisher. Yes, he's only lost to one guy twice, Quillen Salkeld, who's a legit guy. I just think Cody, when he wants to grapple, he's very, very good. All the training footage I've seen, it's all stand up. Maybe he doesn't want to tip his hand. Maybe he doesn't want to go, hey, listen, I'm going to fucking go out here and want to grapple this guy. I just think when Fan decides to grapple, it's going to be a problem. Cody, I think, is better. And I think Cody's better on the feet. Problem is, I don't trust his IQ and I don't trust his defense. I'm going to take Cody, but I'm not loading up. I'm not throwing him in parlays. He's not going to be in my empty to clip. -205 scares me a little bit, but I do think he's the better fighter. Give me Cody Steele. That's Cody with a K, by the way. Cody with a K. Cody Steele. Let's go. Cody Steele's overrated.
Seabass.
It's hard to disagree.
Overrated.
It's hard to disagree.
Overrated. Dom Marfon all day.
Wow, all day?
This line is fucking insane, dude. Are you shitting me?
All day.
What did Cody Steele do to deserve being -200 against a guy?
Nothing.
Is 2 inches taller, 4-inch reach advantage, has more professional MMA experience, is coming in here on a nice winning streak, who has only lost to the guy in Quillen Salkud, who's in the co-main event, who's a minus 400 favorite to Benil Dariush. Cody Steele's not that good, guys. Do you know the guy that he beat on the Contender Series, Chasen Blair?
Yeah.
Is the dude that's in the meme of hitting pads like this?
No, I know. There's no argument.
Chasen Blair landed 48 significant strikes on Cody Steele. And the only reason he lost is because he took the fight on short notice and gassed out.
Yeah.
I mean, Cody Steele, dude. Everyone glazes this guy for his jiu-jitsu background.
Right.
Okay, dude, he did a bunch of grappling tournaments. Was he that good? No. I'm looking at his Tapology. He's got a lot of losses, man. He got a lot of losses. Oh, he beat Phil Rowe in a grappling contest. Oh my God, guys.
There you go.
Oh my God.
That's Phil Rowe right there.
I must be an absolute stud. Well, when you watch the tape on Cody Steele, have you ever seen this guy use his jiu-jitsu in a fight? Nope.
No.
Have you ever seen him go for takedowns in a fight? Yes. And did he do anything with those takedowns? No. Don Marfon actually has submissions. Don Marfon actually gets top time when he grapples, and he's the better striker. Cody Steele just wings wild fucking hooks like a drunk man out there. Unless he comes out here a year later and looks like a different person, Don Marfon should win this. All you need to beat Cody Steele is some decent takedown defense, a good jab, and cardio. Don Marfon's got that. I think he's got this, dude. This is a 50-50 fight at worst. If not, Don Marfon's going to be looking, minus 200 if Cody Steele didn't make some serious improvements.
I want to disagree with you so bad and throw a bet on this, but Cody's burned me once. I can't do it. I can't. I do see talent in Cody Steele. I like Cody Steele. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, the Contender Series fight was a bum. Wrong as is not very good, and he did not look good in that fight. So it's hard for me to disagree with what you're saying, and I can't. I want to, but I have no facts to support it up. You know what I mean? I can't.
I mean, Rongju's not like a bad fighter, but he's not an amazing fighter. You know?
He's a good striker, and that's what Cody did with him. Like, it's like, bro, he got him down once, muscled into position, and then was like, I don't want to do that again, and then got tired and then just got pieced up.
Cody didn't know how to get past the jab.
No.
And Don Marfon's got a good jab. It's his best punch. Solid jab down the pipe.
Good fight to start the night, though. Good fight to start the morning, I should say. Morning for us. Good fight to start the morning.
Reach age last 5, Dom, plus money. I mean, I was shocked to see Fan as like earlier in the week, he was like plus 150, plus 160. And I was like, that seems wrong. And then the line on Steele kept going. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this, dude?
Yeah.
What am I missing here?
I agree. I don't think Don Marfon has looked, again, I classify him as a safe fighter. He doesn't look great, but he wins.
He's
got decent skills, but again,
but he's
not sexy, right? It's like when your favorite team in the draft drafts a lineman. You're like, that's not a sexy pick, but I get it, right? That's what Don Marfon, like, he's doing what he needs to do, but it's just not, you know what I mean? And Cody Steele, with the height that he had, with the upside, so it's tough, man. But I'm rocking with Cody Steele.
Go with Dom. Moving on, we got a welterweight bout. Jonathan McAliff comes in here minus 235. Taking on Themba Gorimbo, who sits at plus 200. Themba coming off back-to-back losses, got submitted by Vicente Luque and lost the decision to Jeremiah Wells. And the 27-year-old McAliff comes in here, won his first 2 UFC fights after winning on the Contender Series by round 1 submission. He goes on to beat Kevin Giuseppe by decision and Oban Elliott by round 2 sub earlier this year on UFC 326. Big favorite here for McAliff after an underdog win in his debut and a near pick'em fight against Oban. And Themba big dog here. What are you thinking? Is McAliff going to continue the run, or does Themba bounce back at 35?
Yeah, I think it's McAliff. I think John McAliff is pretty good. You look at his UFC record so far. I mean, Kevin Giuseppe, I know is not a world beater, but that's a decent name to have a victory over. And then Oban Elliott, who has been proven to be a fraud, but before that, there was a little juice behind Oban for a little bit there, right? So McAliff was out there doing what he needs to do and getting W's. And Gorimbo, this guy's fell off ever since the rock bottom of house. Like the rock bought this guy a house, and he left the team that he was at. I don't know who he's training with now, but his fucking career has just fallen off. Like he fell right into an Anaconda Darce against fucking Vicente Luque, which that's how Luque is going to win. Drops to the uninspiring decision his last time out. This is a guy that, I feel like his stand-up is just okay. He's worked on his grappling, but I don't think his grappling, even if he's worked on it that much, is going to be near McAliff. I think McAliff is the better fighter here, but better positioning as well, and has some room to grab a neck as well. I think Gorimbo's fight IQ is not very good. Not going to risk plus 200 on a guy like that who... And probably at this point, maybe he's not UFC worthy. Maybe needs a reset. Maybe needs to get bumped from the UFC, work his way back. I like McAliff here, the Australian boy getting it done in Aussie.
I got news for you, BP. Temba's been training with bears.
Okay.
In Russia.
Wow.
Ossetia, Russia.
He went from Miami to Russia. Look at that picture of him right there. Hold on. Go over to the shirtless one. This guy's winning.
Little throwback Thursday.
It was a throwback one. Yeah, he's got it. He's in better shape.
He's training with fucking bears out there in Russia.
Yeah, and he's gonna be covered in fucking scratches and bite marks, and he's gonna get fucking destroyed, bro.
I'm gonna go Themba here.
Wow, back-to-back dog plays.
And I think this line is disgusting. I think it's just crazy. Jonathan McAliff minus 235. Is he the better striker?
I think they're comparable. I don't think Gorimbo's all that good.
Yeah, comparable.
And he's fucking not getting better striking in Russia, dude. That ain't happening.
Just answer the questions, BP.
Yes, McAliff is the better striker. Yes.
Probably not by much, right?
I wouldn't say by much, but he is, yeah.
Is he the better wrestler?
But he's the better grappler. Those are different.
But is he the better wrestler?
No, probably not, but he's a better grappler.
So what's his best chance to win here?
Submission.
Do you remember last week?
Yeah, I do.
You remember Jafel Filio, Adolfo Vieira, Marcus Buchecha?
Sure.
What were their best chances to win? By
submission? I would say Phil dropped the ball more than the other two.
I'm just saying, just
because the other two are MMA
you don't gotta
fighters.
explain, just answer the questions, BP.
No, you can't do that. This is a gray world we're living in. It's not black and white.
You're on
those three fucking Brazilian chumps choked it up. This dude ain't choking in Aussie.
I am the captain. You answer my questions, okay?
Chat, listen to me. McAliff submission, book it, bet it, and then we'll fucking dislike K-Drive's videos next week. Let's do it.
Jafel Filio, best path to win was by sub. Was he the better striker than Cody? No. Was he the better wrestler than Cody? No. Lost as a favorite. Adolfo Vieira, best path to win by submission. Was he the better striker than Mecanico? No. Was he the better wrestler? Maybe slightly. He lost. Marcus Buchecha, best path to win was a submission. Was he the better striker? No. Was he the better wrestler? No. They lost. Jonathan McAliff is losing. Temba Gorimbo is winning, dude. Temba is going to take this guy down and put him through hell. Because unless McAliff catches some fucking triangle choke off his back or some fluke guillotine, Temba's the better striker and the better wrestler. I think McAliff literally needs like some opportunistic submission to win because Temba's going to win the minutes. McAliff was not this like world beater coming into the UFC. You look at Tapology, most people picked him to lose on the Contender Series. Most people picked him to lose to Kevin Jousset. And as a matter of fact, 86% of people picked him to lose to Kevin Jousset, who sucks.
I would say he's better than Gorimbo, bro.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Kevin Jousset is awful.
Better striker than Gorimbo. Kevin Jousset has good striking. And McAliff outstruck him, bro. Yeah, he did. Dude, Themba Gorimbo got outstruck by Jeremiah Wells. Okay?
No.
Jeremiah Wells.
No, he didn't. Jeremiah Wells would put belt to ass to Jonathan McAliff.
Jeremiah Wells landed 32 strikes. Themba landed 18, bro.
because they were grappling the entire time.
Yeah, but
did you watch that fight? Jeremiah Wells literally won that fight with about 30 seconds left.
Correct.
Because he
Damage matters.
That was it.
Damage.
Jeremiah Wells.
Hometown cooking damage matters more. I'm trying to prevent you from doing something that you don't want to do.
For the stream? Okay, boys. I tried to warn you. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to prevent you. This isn't a Davey Grant situation. I'm not super high on McAliff. I'm not going to put a bet on it. But Gorimbo is booty cheeks. His last one was against Nico Price, who he couldn't finish.
Okay.
He couldn't finish Nico Price.
Everyone was fucking chomping at the bit to bet on Ramiz Brahimaj. Look what he did to Ramiz Brahimaj, who's also a guy who isn't the best striker and not the better wrestler. Look what Temba did. Took him down, smothered him, avoided all the submissions. Oh my God, Ramiz Brahimaj's guillotine, so scary.
Well, they didn't credit Ramiz Brahimaj with any submissions in that fight.
Yeah.
And also he didn't finish him.
Temba fucking body lock takes you down, and then he's in position and he just melts you on top. I'm telling you, boys. Temba should not be plus 200. We got a dono from Mitchell Brady, 299.
This guy loves
He's a little bit worried for his boy, but that's okay. It's a tough matchup. You know,
I like him in the grappling. Marcus McGee. I mean, he hasn't really been testing the grappling yet. If Whitlock can get him down, that's gonna be interesting. But we're moving on from this fight because we can debate for days.
It's a terrible take. Mitchell Brady, it's okay, dude. 299. Thank you for the dono. If you're gonna say I got a terrible take, at least thank you for the 299. Thank you, brother. Temba is not a UFC fighter. It's okay, boys. Just when we come back here next week to break down UFC,
I'll eat crow, bro. I'm not gonna bet it because obviously I'm not a McAliff guy. I don't believe it that strongly. I just think he's better. Now here's a fight, bro. Here's a fucking fight.
We got Wes the Westler coming in at plus 125, taking on Ben Johnston. Sits at minus 145. He's making his UFC debut at 35 years of age. Apparently, this guy retired like once or twice. And when they called his phone to be on this card, he had not trained striking in like a year or something. So here he is, taking on Wes the Westler, my boy from Wisconsin, UW Lacrosse Westler, who now trains at Pura Vida BJJ in Milwaukee. It's party time. Or is it? Is it party time this week, BP? Are we, taking a little dog shot on Westler?
Yeah, we're going the American here, but Ben Johnson.
Okay.
I taped him. He hasn't fought in 2 years. Good right kick, right? Decent striking. Nothing crazy. He doesn't have a ton of power. The record, the people he have beat, besides the last guy who I think is just okay. Frazier, I think was his last name. The rest of the people are garbage cans, right? This guy is fighting on this card because he's Australian. I get it, right? I'm not going to complain about it. I get it. Not a lot of people want to travel this part of the world. Wes Schultz needs to get his 3-fight contract in. Wes is a better wrestler. Johnson has been taken down in pretty much every fight that I watched him. He gets back to his feet pretty well, but he also slows down. 2 years off. How's the cardio? How's your wrestling going to be? How's any of your MMA game going to be? Your stand-up, which I think you obviously have an advantage over Wes Schultz in your stand-up, that's all timing, bro. And the fact that you got a call coming off the couch and you're like, I haven't trained stand-up in forever, that's going to be a problem. You look at my guy, Wes Schultz, right? And I'm not high in this guy or whatever, but plus 125, I think, is a pretty good bet here. He got knocked out by Demi Pinas, who is a freak fucking power puncher. Cool. Looked horrible in that fight, right? But he's got a good win. Then he's got
does he have a good win?
He doesn't have a good win. But no, he doesn't have a good win. I meant to say his other contender series fight was Abdul Malik, who sleeps him, who's a fucking stud. Then he goes on and beats two guys by submission, right? This guy gets you to the ground. He's looking for submissions. That's his game. That's his one-trick pony game. And I think he's going to do it here. If he was favorite, I wouldn't touch him. But plus 125 over Ben Johnston, who hasn't fought in 2 years, who's a middle-of-the-road fighter at best, against Wes Schultz, who's a middle-of-the-road fighter at best, but at least has good wrestling. I'm going Wes Schultz. Give me the American, dude. These colors don't run, brother. These colors don't run. Now, if you take Ben Johnston, I'm going to laugh you out of the building, okay? So let's see what you got.
Yeah, I'm not taking Wes the Westler.
You're out of your head, dude.
Wes he's not a fighter, dude. He's not. Did you watch his last fight?
Against a big fucking strong fight? Yeah, I did. That's not Ben Johnston, though.
Dude. Wes the Westler. Supposed to be a D3 All-American or a JUCO All-American or whatever. You see those fucking takedowns? Damian Pinas was getting taken down by journeymen on the Brazilian regional scene.
And this guy's also getting a lot better, too.
He could be getting better.
Pinas is getting a lot better with his takedown offense. He's with a real
the thing is with Wes falls apart when he cannot get his wrestling going.
Correct.
And even if he does get his wrestling going, he will fall apart after 5 minutes because he does not have the cardio to, keep it up for more than 5 minutes. And now he's got to fly 30 plus hours across the world to take down a guy in Ben Johnston who's much bigger than him, a BJJ black belt, and a Muay Thai champion. I don't care if this guy was 50 years old. If you threw Ben Johnston in there against Wes Schultz and he survives more than 4 minutes, he's winning this fight. It's Ben Johnston, dude.
Do not mention a BJJ black belt. This guy got his black belt from McDonald's. Okay?
What do you think he was doing? Not striking for a year. He's fucking doing BJJ.
Working at a fucking auto body shop, out of the game.
He's a coach. I mean? He's an MMA coach, Muay Thai coach.
How many coaches do really good in MMA? When they're active fighters, doesn't happen often. His last win, yeah, but no.
And he just ran through
but Cub Swanson also has been in the game for 20 years. This guy's got 6 fights and hasn't fought in 2. Wes Schultz, your Wisconsin brother that you could be splitting a cheese tray with, you're going the opposite way.
Trust me, I know my Wisconsin brothers. Okay. Wes might have been a wrestler 7 years ago, but it ain't happening now.
Is Dante Johnson Wisconsin?
Yes.
Because you didn't know him last time. You didn't know him.
I may have overrated him a little bit.
Okay. And you're underestimating. Look at the hair of Wes. You think this guy doesn't, he was dancing the whole fucking 30 plane ride. This guy's a party. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Dude, his interview before his last fight in Mexico City was like listening to Brain Rot. Yeah. I'm listening to this guy. I'm like, how many drugs did this guy do in college? Because there's nothing left there.
There's a lot.
There's nothing. He was talking about not knowing where his passport was. And he's like, I didn't know where my passport was. So I looked in the top of my dresser and there it was. I was like, oh, thank God. I didn't know where it was. I didn't use it in a while. I had to dust that thing off. I was like, what? Are we serious?
Well, listen, that doesn't win you fights. How you talk or whatever.
No, I don't care how he talks.
Wins the fights.
I care about how he fights.
Wes, you get this done at plus money for me, buddy. Cheese curds on me. Cheese curds on me.
It's a 50-50 fight, dude. If Johnston doesn't get subbed in the first 3 minutes, he's going to be fine, dude. Trust me.
He gets tired, dog tired, brother.
I don't think he does.
He does.
I don't think he does.
We're disagreeing on every fight so far, which I fucking love.
We'll see how we do on this one. We got a bantamweight bout. Colby Thickenese comes in at, minus 130. Taking on Vince Morales. Says at plus 110. Vince, 35 years of age. He's 3-8 in the UFC. You remember how much shit Cody Durden was getting for his record?
Yeah.
Vince is 3-8, and nobody's saying a damn word. But he is
I'm saying it.
Oh, you're saying it.
Yeah.
Vince is the last guy to beat Ayman Zahabi.
Yeah.
Back in the day. He's the last guy to beat him. So he can hang that feather on his cap. But yeah, it's been tough sledding for Vince Morales. But you look at his last 3 losses in his second stint. I mean, it's Elijah Smith. It's Raul Rosas Jr. It's Taylor Lapilus. So these are tough guys to beat and pretty tough matchups for Vince. Colby, 1-1 in the UFC, lost his debut to Alexandre Topuria. Big bro Topuria, right?
Little bro.
No, I'm pretty sure it's big.
Is it big?
I think it is big.
You might be right.
Yeah, I think it is big, bro. But then he won his second fight against Josias Musasa in a close decision. So here he is in his home country once again, training partner of Volkanovski as a slight favorite. What do you think here, BP? Do we go with Walmart Volk or Walmart Davison Figueiredo?
I like Colby here. And I know it's like thickening. I like saying thickness because it's just that's a fucking cool
I don't know
ass
what
name.
it is, honestly. Is it thickness?
I'm gonna go thickness because that's so cool. He rebounded well. He fought kind of a layup fight his last time out against Joseph Musasa, but Musasa's obviously heavy-handed striker, and Colby handled it well. He can grapple a little bit. What I think here, Colby's gonna kick Vince's legs out. I think Vince is susceptible to leg kicks. How is he still in the UFC? I do not know. He's 3-8. He's 16-10 overall. He's bouncing around camps. He's not a finisher. I mean, yeah, he's sometimes goes in there and it's a fun fight because he's tough. But I don't know. Colby is kind of Volk's pupil at this point, and I think he's really well coached. He's got good hands, good movement, kind of moves like Volk, and I think he's just going to kick up Vince's legs, stop any kind of wrestling that Vince is going to exchange here, and he's going to win on points. I don't think a finish is going to happen. I like the over. I like Colby thickness to win by decision. Minus 130 is a little bit lower than I thought. I realized Colby's 1-1 in the UFC. You're getting kind of a UFC vet in there and fucking Vince Morales, but really, 11 fights and 3-8. Yes, he's losing the top flight competition, but I think Colby's a young, up and coming kid that can be good. And at this age, he is getting better. At 26, getting better with how he fights, and he's going to come in here a little bit more prepared. Doesn't have to travel either, which I like. He has to travel across fucking Australia, but give me Colby thickness.
Yeah, I think Colby thickness sucks, dude. I think he's buns. This is Vince Morales all day.
What is going on here?
Are we serious? Okay, Vince is fighting Raul Rosas Jr., Elijah Smith, and Taylor Lapilus. You know what those guys would do to Colby thickness? Thickness would have to fucking retire. Okay, look at this fucking record. This is Colby thickness.
Yeah,
dude's from the Philippines. How many UFC fighters come from the Philippines? Not many. 5-5 guy. God, why is it fucking tweaking like that? Another Filipino. Look at this guy. He's just going out there.
Yeah, but what is he doing to these guys, right? He's winning. Like these aren't losses.
These are the only finishes he's getting.
But these aren't losses, is what I'm saying. He's not losing.
Look at this fucking guy.
Well, that guy looks tough as shit. Look, that dude, really? That dude will fuck your mom. Yeah, that dude is tough.
Indonesian guy. That's really scary.
That dude's tough.
Really scary. Who the fuck is this guy?
He's 8-4.
Okay, he's not bad. But still, have you watched Colby thickness?
I have, bro.
I think he's twinkle toes, looks so scared to engage in anything. His grappling's okay, but I don't think Vince is going to be out of water, when he's grappling on the mat with Colby thickness. I think he'll be fine there. Vince is the much better striker. You saying he's going to kick Vince Morales' legs out? Have you seen Colby thickness's kicks? It looks like he's scared to kick.
Dude. The better striker?
Yes.
Come on.
Vince throws hands. Colby is scared to throw anything.
Colby's a touch and move kind of guy. He's smooth with it.
He tries to do the Volkanovski, but he's not even close.
He's getting better, dude. He's 26. Let him develop.
Vince wins easy. There we go. Colby will be faster. Okay, dude. Colby ain't much of an athlete, man. And I know athletes. All right.
Listen. You look at Vince Morales' last loss was UFC. Jonathan Martinez didn't get finished. Chris Gutierrez chopped his legs up, bro. His only wins in the UFC is Amin Sahabi, Draco Rodriguez, and Louie Smoka. Louie Smoka was his only finish. And Louie Smoka should be fighting at 105, but somehow makes 125. And then the rest, he just gets dominated, dude. He doesn't land any strikes whatsoever. 17 his last fight, 40 his last fight, 39. He doesn't land strikes. Colby thickness, he's going to land strikes. That's how you win fights, bro.
No, he's not. Colby, how many significant strikes did Colby land on fucking Musasa on the feet?
62.
No, that wasn't on the feet.
Oh, sorry.
It was actually 15. He landed on the feet. 15.
Yeah.
43 were on the ground because Musasa can't grapple, dude. He's from he trains in Africa. They don't have gyms there. They don't have training partners there. He can't grapple. So Colby got him down, and he still couldn't finish him.
No,
Okay.
yeah, the finishing thing, right? But Vince Morales isn't a fucking finisher either, right? I didn't think Colby's gonna finish Vince. Vince is a tough dude. He's been in there with good guys. He's gonna win a decision though.
Okay, I mean maybe if they give him another robbery, maybe
clean decision.
Maybe if they
I can see it now on your Instagram. You know, you like to post the Instagram stories. I can see it now, like Vince got robbed, Colby still cheeks or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
I can fucking picture it, bro.
Thanks for putting that out in the world. We're
have to,
manifesting robbery here.
I'm betting on these people. I have to.
15 strikes on the feet is still more than Charles Oliveira landed on the feet in his last fight. I mean, yeah, you could look at it that way, John Ray, but it's a clean 50-45 for my boy Charles DuBronx.
We've been opposite every fight, and I have a feeling we're gonna be opposite on this fight too. The next one.
Let's move on. Oh no, I don't think so. Wait, really? No.
You bet your sweet ass, bro.
No.
Yeah, dude.
All right, we got Jacob Malcoun coming in at minus 1,000, taking on Gerald Mearshart. This is at plus 675. 1-4 in the last 5 for GM3. 3-2 in the last 5 for Jacob Malcoun, coming off the win against Taurus Finney earlier this year by decision. BP thinks we're going to be on opposite sides. So what side are you on here, BP?
GM3, dude. I don't understand a world where Jacob Malcoun is a minus 1,000. He was a minus 1,100 earlier today on Bet365. GM3 is washed, right? I get it. You know, he's not the same fighter he was. He doesn't move the way he does. Yes, he's got a lot of submissions. I think he might hold a submission record at middleweight. Not really exactly sure. But, you know, that's against lower level competition. Jacob Malcoun is a great wrestler, a good grappler, not a finisher, though. But Gerald Mearshart, GM3 being a minus 675, I have him at, or plus 675, I'm at plus 700 earlier today, is I think absurd, right? You know, there's always that saying when you bet fights or just gamble in general, play the line, right? I think this line's way off. I think Jacob Malcoun can easily skunk Gerald Mearshart, take him down, wrestle him, and do all that. That's what he does. He's such a boring fucking fighter. But no, it's GM3.
You can still pick him. It's okay.
And listen, yeah, I can pick him, but I'm betting GM3, bro. That's why I can't pick Malcoun and bet GM3. 7-1 on my money with a guy who could submit Malcoun, could knock Malcoun out. Malcoun has been slept by Phil Hawes, of all people, years ago. The guy shouldn't be minus 1,100, minus 1,000. Just shouldn't be. I think it's absolutely insane. If this line was closer, obviously I'm going to go Malcoun. Decision 30-27. He skunk him. Gerald Mearshart, I don't think he's that guy anymore. But how many times have we thought that Gerald Mearshart comes back and wins? He's done it a lot. Jacob Malcoun, way overvalued, way overpriced. I am picking Gerald Mearshart, and I am betting Gerald Mearshart. GM3. Look at that fucking mustache brothers, dude. Whose mustache is better, mine or GM3?
Just take them by sub, dude. It's 22-1.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna probably do that. But I'm saying, I'm for the purposes here, we're going GM3.
All right. Well, you know, I can't really argue on a little sprinkle on Gerald Mearshart by sub, but it is going to be a tough fight for Gerald here. I got to give a shout out to the Dona though. I don't know what NIO is. What is that? NIO currency?
KZ MMA KZ. He's been in the chat for a long time.
Nicaraguan Cordoba.
Wow. Okay, Nicaraguan Cordoba. That's dope.
Nicaraguan Cordoba. Nice. 50 NIO is the equivalent to $1.36 in USD. Shout out to KZ for the dono. We'll take that.
I'll take
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough fight for GM3, man. This is I mean, it could be a fluke sub because Malcoun does normally like to wrestle, you know. So I mean, if you're gonna go into GM3's world, things could get interesting. But he did just, you know, do pretty well in the striking against Taurus Finney. But Taurus Finney is a pretty shit striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Yeah, I mean, my question here is like, does Malcoun finish him? Because Malcoun doesn't finish anybody unless it's fucking Petrovsky and he hits his head.
Petrovsky knocked himself out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't
shot
finish.
it on the hip. Good, knocked himself out.
Fucking Torres Finney had a blown out ACL in round 1 and he still couldn't finish him.
Guy can't finish his fucking sandwich, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell to think here. I mean, the under 2.5 rounds is like minus 180, minus 170. Like,
Gerald's old, so Jared could hurt something. That's the only way I see this getting finished. I don't think Malcoun's going to finish him. Yeah, I think the over is the play. Over 1.5 is minus 155. I'll take that.
Like, I do look at GM3's last 4 losses, right? He's on a 4-fight losing streak. And he got clubbed and subbed by Dawkins, KO'd by Olashaychek, but Olashaychek has like 16 round 1 KOs, you know?
Correct.
Tavares, he went to decision with Tavares, who doesn't finish anyone, right?
Couldn't get him down. He's like Malcoun. It's just that not a grappler, a striker, right. Malcoun.
Yeah. And then RDR's like all of his wins come by finish, majority. He finished them in round 3. Did get
the fight before that, he was getting absolutely bodied by Shabazian and then submitted him. Yeah.
I agree. I don't think Mearshart should be this big of a dog, but like Malcoun minus 400, minus 500 kind of seems.
I would be on board with that. When I see Jacob Malcoun minus 1,000, no, no, you know what I mean? No, can't do it, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Malcoun round 2 KO.
Really? You think he's gonna finish? I mean, I get it. Mearscart's an old dog. He's 1-4-5. He's 38.
He has good ground and pound, and I feel like if Mearshart isn't having success and he's getting ground and pounded, he might just smell it in, you know. So we'll see. But I love my boy GM3, my fellow Wisconsin brethren. It sucks.
You're turning on. I forgot he's from Wisconsin. You're turning on fucking all of them.
I know. GM3 subs suck it.
Let's go.
Gotta love it. Yeah, it was only a year and a half ago he beat Edmund. That is kind of
GM3 for being old is fucking active. He's losing. His last win was Edmund, but he's active.
For the first time ever, you know, when I make these graphics, you see where it says sub and it's 2 digits and 2 digits. The first time ever I've seen that where it's 2 digits.
He catches people, bro. He catches people.
Oh, man. All right, let's move on. We got a light heavyweight bout. Junior Taffa comes in here as a minus 205 favorite, taking on Kevin Christian, sits at plus 175. Junior Taffa, 2-5 in the UFC, 6-5 professional record, 9-3 record for Kevin Christian. Lost his UFC debut to Billy Elikana. So both guys coming off losses, sub losses to Billy Elikana. Which guy can bounce back? BP? Is it Taffa gang? Is it Taffa? Are the Taffas back here?
No. It's never a Taffa gang. No. People know how I feel about the Taffas. In the chat earlier, people want me to fight one of the brothers. Yeah. Me versus Junior and me. Well, I'd have to be Justin because Junior is a 205er. I ain't touching 205 anytime soon, so I'd have to go Justin Taffa. Yeah, listen, both these guys are really low level, really not good. Kevin Christensen is just your tall man stand up. He's wild. The fucking takedown offense is nothing because he wants to play guard off his back. Junior Taffa has okay takedown defense to a point, but against really good wrestlers, he'll get taken down. And as the fight goes on, he'll get taken down. He has really low fight IQ, absolutely no submission offense. His only chance here is to blitz and knock out Kevin Christian. I think the way to play this fight, obviously, the money line pick, the pick for the show will be Kevin Christian. But the way to play this fight is Christian by sub or Taffa by knockout. You know, you pick a side. Maybe you play against yourself. Who knows? But it's not going to decision. One of these guys are going to get either submitted or get knocked out. I think Taffa round 1 is how I'd play this. Taffa knockout round 1. Christian submission. I don't know if you would pick a round for that, but he's going to flop to his back a lot. He's going to get fucking cracked at 6'7" with that tall man defense. He's going to go down. He's 6'7". He's going to go down and he's going to fucking try to play some guard game. If Junior Taffa is stupid, he'll let the guard game happen. Hopefully he doesn't. I don't know. I just want to see some violence. I don't want to see this go 3 rounds because God, it'll be early in the morning and I don't want to put up with that shit. Give me Christian for my pick, but to play this to play this gambling wise, which is what this show's about. I love Christian by sub. and I like Taffa by KO. So pick your poison.
Yeah, I don't want to pick any poison here. I mean, Taffa round 1 KO. What are the odds on that? Plus,
It looks like a bad. It's a bad fight.
Yeah, this is disgusting, man. I mean,
Taffa round 1's plus 165.
The fact that they gave Taffa another fight is like, wow. You know, I mean,
they must like be really fucking the Taffa brothers. That is, I know the Australians, they back their guys, but these guys must be like extra popular over there, where they might see ticket sales increase when one of the Taffa brothers on the card. I don't know how though. They don't really have the best personalities. Justin Taffa, his brother, always makes excuses no matter what. Junior Taffa, now he's at 205, not very good. I think his kickboxing days when he came over, he was the better Taffa. He had some good kickboxing, but I don't even think his kickboxing was all that good. If I'm being honest with you, he has big power. That's about it. The Taffa brothers can bang. They got some power.
He's like an average kickboxer.
Not very good. I remember him coming over and hearing on Reddit, oh, this is the better Taffa. And I watched like 4 or 5 of his kickboxing matches, the ones I can find. I'm thinking, huh? Because he was fighting low-level kickboxers, and it really wasn't all that good. And I'm thinking, this is the guy they're all fucking talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I want nothing to do with this. I picked Taffa, but
yeah,
I'm not getting any of my money. I mean, Kevin Christian's absolute ass, so
yeah.
We'll see how ass Taffa is. If he loses to Kevin Christian, I mean, it's bad.
It has to be over, right?
Yeah.
But they might fucking no, because Dumas just said he's going to 170. I said they might fucking have Dumas fight him, but Dumas says he's going to 170. But that guy's UFC career's got to be over too. I mean, what are we doing?
I'd rather see Dumas than
no
Taffa.
No.
I would.
No.
Don't do that to my boy.
Dumas is your boy?
He's
Get new friends, bro. Get new friends.
All right, we got a middleweight bout here in the featured prelim. Cam Rousson comes in at minus 170, taking on Robert Dryk. I think that's how you say it. Coming in at plus 145. 4-1 in the last 5 for Rob. I'm going to call him Big Rob. For Big Rob. 1-1 in the UFC. Lost his debut to Ihor Potieria. And then got a win over Brad Tavares. Cam Rousson 2-0. Wins over Petrosky and Cody Brundage, both by KO. And got a KO win on the Contender Series. 5-0 in the last 5. 31 years of age. Training at CKB. What do you think here, BP? Are we riding with the hot streak here on Rousson here? Or are we going dog hunting?
Yeah, I like Rousson here. I think Rousson, I think his overall game's pretty good. I don't think he's great. I think his overall game is decent. I'm surprised he's coming off 2 knockouts because I don't really see 3 really if you count the Contender Series. But that guy was kind of a bum. I don't really see that in his game. It's unique, but yeah, he obviously has some pop. And then Big Rob, as you call him, he looked okay against fucking Brad Tavares. He caught Brad in the 3rd round. Brad's an old vet. Thank you, brother. My wife is making me grow it. I need the confidence. Thank you. I got made fun of at work the other day, which I get. I make fun of me. It's terrible. Can't grow facial hair. Anyway, Big Rob looked just okay against Brad Tavares, who obviously the aging fighter knocked him out. But the Potieria fight, who I am so against Potieria, I think that guy stinks. I think he's a crumb bum. I want nothing to do with him. And he lost to Potieria, who's got no chin. He's got no game. He's got no nothing. He lost to him. And it's ugly. And you watch his regional stuff, and he's kind of knockout or go home, right? He's going to clip you or he's going to fade, and and it's not going to work out for him. I don't think he's mentally strong. I think Rousson's going to have the crowd behind him, which is going to hurt Big Rob mentally. I think Rousson is the better fighter, has more power as well, and he has cleaner wins as well. I mean, listen, Brundage and Andre Petrosky and Brandon Holmes aren't fucking world beaters, but at least he's going out there and he's finishing the guys he's supposed to finish. Big Rob gets signed to the UFC and loses to fucking Potieria, which is just unacceptable in my world. So give me Cam Rousson here. I like Cam Rousson. I don't know if he's going to get it done by knockout. Possibly, maybe he'll keep his knockout streak alive. I'm probably just more concerned with putting Rousson, since it is a low number, minus 170, low enough, I should say, to put him in a parlay or something like that and just ride with that as opposed to jumping in the prop pool. But give me Cam Rousson, minus 170. I like it.
You're laying chalk on the battle giraffe?
Yeah, chalk it is.
Yeah.
TRTBP 2027. Bro, I've told this before. I've tried to get on TRT because or any testosterone replacement because I thought I had no body hair. I look like a young man when I'm 39. I thought I had low T. I fucking high testosterone for some reason. Don't know where it goes. Maybe this big old dick and this head of hair. I don't know where my testosterone goes. But yeah, according to my doctor, my T is fairly high, so they wouldn't put me on it.
I'm going Big Rob here. Okay, BP?
You're going big. What is happening to you
Big Rob.
today?
I think Big Rob could fucking sleep him, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think Rousson should be a favorite here, dude. I think at worst, it's 50-50. I mean, Rousson's a solid fighter. Like, he's not bad. But I don't think he's particularly that good. And I think this is a clear overcorrection in the market. Cam Rousson was an underdog to the 5-0 Brandon Holmes, who was a professional for like a year. He was an underdog to that guy, and he knocked him out in the first round. And I bet on Cam Rousson because I knew that Brandon Holmes guy was not that good. And then he was an underdog to Andre Petroski. And we know Petroski chin is absolute buns. So he gets another round 1 KO. Whoop-de-flippin'-do. Then they give him Brundage. And he was getting kind of worked a little bit in round 1 against Brundage. But we know what happens to Brundage after round 1. He mails it in. So now here he is. He was minus 270 earlier in the week. I thought, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, there's been a big line jump. Yeah.
And clearly, some people also saw the same things. And I still don't think it's enough. I mean, I think Big Rob should be minus 110, minus 120 here. I mean, I think he's the better fighter. He's got more professional MMA experience. He's 35 compared to 31. It's not a big age difference. It's not like this guy's like a weathered 35 either. He just beat Brad Tavares like pretty much pillar to post. I mean, he fucking dropped him bad in round 1 and then knocked him out in round 3. So it's not really like a cardio issue with this guy. He's a little bit one-dimensional with his boxing. Doesn't throw a lot of kicks. Probably not going to look for any takedowns. But I think that's what you need to beat Cam Rousson because Cam Rousson can't box. He's a decent kickboxer, but he's like super stiff, not very much of an athlete. His grappling looks okay on the regional scene, but I don't think those guys are very good grapplers, man. Like, okay, he's submitting a 1-3 guy, a 3-1 guy, a 3-6 guy, a 1-1 guy, a 4-9 guy. Like, I don't think his grappling is like gonna win him this fight.
Ground and pound's good though. That's how he got his last 2 out of there. Ground and pound.
Trotsky gave up, and Brundage
He always gives up.
Brundage always gives up too.
Sure.
I mean,
and
like
Big Rob is gonna give up, bro.
Okay. You're gonna bet on Big Rob giving up. We'll see. But Big Rob probably getting a KO here. But either way, plus 145. Sign me up.
What is Big Rob at KO? Do you have that in front of you? I got it right here. Hold on. 280. Plus 280. So
80.
He's high in Rouston by KOs plus 475. So
you know what happened to me last fight with Big Rob? I bet him round 1 KO, I think at like plus 800, plus 900. That was the only bet I had on him. Because I'm like, well, if he knocks him out, it's probably round 1.
Yeah.
And he knocked him down and nearly finished him, but then he didn't get it. Then he got it in round 3. So this time around, I think we're going to be right. Round 1 KO plus 700 for a guy that has like, what, 11 round 1 KOs, 12 round 1 KOs? Or 9 round 1 KOs. I think it could happen. Plus 700. Big Rob, round 1 KO. Let's do it.
Big
Rob.
Rob, even though he's smaller than Cam.
I mean, do we want to pull up pictures?
Yeah, pull them up.
You want to pull up
6'3"
pictures?
versus 6'6". They're going to weigh the same come for an hour.
Big Rob looks like he's found
the fountain of youth.
You know what they got in Poland, man? They got some.
Yeah, they got Joanna Jacek just sucking these guys dry for all their fucking work.
That's a scary boxer build. Look at those fucking hooks. Oh my God.
He's got a long reach. He's got a long reach and long arms for being only 6 foot.
He puts fucking combos together too, man.
For being 6 foot, what is he, a 75-inch reach? That's pretty long for being 6 foot.
His combos are fucking nasty.
They're not.
Yeah. This is like the boxing Mateusz Gamrot. He looked kind of like him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he'll get steamrolled, bub.
Okay. All right, before we go to the main card, we got to announce the giveaway this week. It's going to be a continuation of the perfect card. You're going to win $1,000 if you could pick a perfect card on UFC Perth this Saturday. Make sure you get your picks in early, though, because it is an early card. So the picks will lock at 11 p.m. Eastern Friday night. So make sure you get your picks in as soon as possible on 3punchconvo.com. We'll pull up the fight pick leaders. Overall, this is overall. Dirty Harry. Shout out to Dirty Harry. Shout out to Silly for the Gilly.
Hey, yo.
Too. And we're going to keep scrolling.
This isn't last week. You said this is overall?
Overall.
I'm not cracking the 200. I know what.
I don't think BP's on there. Yeah,
is that you back there? Yeah.
No,
I'm
not
there.
on there. No.
You're not on there?
No.
I wonder if I did. I hit a lot of underdogs last week. What did I go on my picks total last week? I went 5 and 8, but I hit some underdogs, but it's probably not enough damage.
Ooh, Joe Man was top
had a nice little week.
Last week, Mamba Mentality MMA was
nice,
on the
10 and 3.
I'm assuming he
13.
picked Cody Durden. Up 13 units. Probably picked
10
Cody
and 3.
Durden.
Trend Daddy up on the top there. Shout out Trend. Russ,
Yeah,
a
lot of
1
people.
and 2. Yeah,
Dude. Out of the top 40, everyone went negative. Dang. Yeah, I mean, a lot of dogs came through last week. So get your picks in there. I got my picks in. Oops, spoiler.
Spoiler alert, bro.
Trying to tail all my picks.
Our 276 viewers for the main card, for the meat and potatoes.
3punchconvo.com. You can use code BigJive for a free month to gain full access to 3Punch Convo, or you can sign up for free. Link down in the description below. Follow them on IG as well. All right, let's get back to the breakdown. We'll go to the main card. Kicking off the main card, we got Tuivasa taking on Louie Sutherland. Sutherland comes in as a plus 165 dog. Ty minus 190. Ty's lost 6 fights in a row.
Yeah.
6 fights in a row.
Sure has.
And he's I think he's now a 2-1 favorite. The line is growing on Ty Tuivasa. Yeah. I mean, somebody sound the alarm. Sound the fucking alarm. This guy's on a 6-fight losing streak. And we're laying minus 200 on him. Louie 0-2 in the UFC, 10-5 professional MMA record. Coming off the KO, lost to Brando Perich and a round 1 heel hook from Walter Walker. I mean, it wasn't that long ago he got knocked out by Perich. So, I mean, he's making a short turnaround here. Ty was supposed to fight Sean Sharaf, who I believe is literally – oh, wait, maybe he's not. Sean Sharaf, based on Tapology, is ranked number 39 out of 40 heavyweights. Guess who's ranked number 40?
Louie. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, based on Tapology's rankings, Ty is literally getting the worst heavyweight on the roster in Louie Sutherland. So he should be, a favorite here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is anyone going to be laying minus 200 on Ty Tuivasa this week? What are we thinking here, BP?
Yeah, I'm going to play Ty. I'm not going to lay minus 190. I'm only strictly going to go round 1 KO by Ty. That's plus 210 on Bet365. Ty is a marketable guy, the shoey, the personality. People love him. This is obviously his part of the world. 6-fight losing streak looks horrible. There are some pretty decent guys in there that he's losing to, but he's looked pretty uninspired, if I'm being honest with you. I think some of the celebrity that went to his head when he went on that run and people loved him, and then people loved him even after he lost. And it's like, ooh, the one thing that's really kind of pulling me back is I saw some pictures of Ty training and he had a knee brace on. Right.
Oh.
Now big guys,
red flags.
We hurt our knees and whatever, but I don't think that's going to matter. Louie's a punching bag. His body was completely different before he fought in the UFC. Let's just say that. Looks like those supplements aren't coming in on the new contract. I like Ty. I'm not going to overthink it. Obviously, Louie's a juicy number. The knee brace scares me. Louie's a juicy number coming off a 2-fight or 6-fight losing streak over Ty, who obviously can be hit, can be finished, all those things, etc. But I think Ty, when he's on, he is very explosive. He is surprisingly athletic for his build. And I think he obviously has power, and I think he'll clip Louie in round 1 and knock him out. At least that's what I'm hoping. Because if he loses 7 and he loses to Louie, the only thing left for him to do, I don't even know if PFL will touch him. I mean, he's going to go to slap fighting. He'll have to do slap fighting, right? I think that's what it's going to be for Ty. He'll probably make a lot of money, but I like Tai Tuivasa in this spot. Again, I'm not going to touch the money line, but I'm going to take him plus 210 round 1 knockout.
What if this knee brace is a wrestling knee brace? He's just working on his single leg.
There was a thing where he put like, I love jiu-jitsu tattoo on his shoulders. People thought it was real.
Yeah.
I mean, no, listen, you're a heavyweight, you're in the gym, you're kicking, you're moving, and he's 33 and he's not a strong, healthy 33. Let's be honest. He does like to party outside the cage. He's taking a lot of shots in the cage. Your body's going to go. How significant the knee is, who knows? Maybe it's just a tweak thing. He's got to drain fluid. It's not a big deal. But if it's a meniscus, because a big man like him couldn't fight without an ACL, but he can fight with maybe a slightly torn meniscus or something like that. But let's just hope it's not that. Let's just hope it's, precautionary measure, and he's going to go in there and knock out old Louie.
Yeah, I hope so. I would love to see a fucking Chewy, but I'm not going to be laying minus 200 on Tuivasa. I can tell you that. But no chance in hell I'm going to say Louie Sutherland wins a UFC fight, man. I mean, he's just not that good. Striking's not very good. He might be able to get tied down, but probably not going to be able to do anything with it. So yeah, it's Tai Tuivasa for me. I don't mind the round 1 KO look for you, but I do think there is a world where this turns into heavyweight slop and it goes to decision.
I don't want that.
And
I see that. I see that too. I don't want that.
Yeah.
By the way, someone in the chat says, "What is slap fighting? Bare knuckle?" No, the Dana power slap. Sorry, power slap. I said slap fighting. Power slap. The one that Dana owns. Because Dana clearly loves Ty. Sure. Bring him over there. Let him fucking slap with that Russian dude who basically started slap fighting. Dumpling or whatever.
Sounds like you're a big fan too. You know all the guys.
I know Dumpling. I know the Russian dude because he started it. I remember seeing this guy. He's 5'8", 390 pounds, and he slapped a watermelon and it exploded like a shotgun. Like a fucking shotgun went off. And then I remember you're too young, but World Star Hip Hop. Anybody remember that website? They used to post funny videos and shit. There was quite a few of the Russian dude, Dumpling, they call him, over there, slap fighting or slap, whatever they call it. Yeah. And he would fucking knock dudes dead. But he would knock dudes dead when they were like this big, right? Now that, apparently he's not all that good. I don't know. I have watched it, but I really, really don't like it.
Yeah, let's move on from this.
I don't think he's 5'8". Dude, he can't be more than 5'8". I mean, the dude, let me look him up. Go ahead. You break this one or you open it up.
All right, we got a heavyweight bout here. Shamil, the Blob Gaziev, or Shamil, the Meal Gaziev, comes in at plus 110, taking on Brando Perich. Sits at minus 130. Brando 2-0 in the UFC. KO wins over Louie Sutherland, who we just established is the worst on the roster based on Tapology, and Alicia Ellison, who is the 4th worst on the roster based on Tapology. And he comes in here as the favorite against Shamil, who is coming off the loss to Waldo Cortez Acosta. KO loss, round 1. Looked terrible. As the underdog, he's 36, 5 years older. We all know the legend of Shamil, Dagestani volleyball player. The only guy to almost choke on his mouthpiece mid-fight against Jairzinho Rosenstrike. They had to call the fight off because they were worried Shamil was going to have a heart attack. So they called it off. And then hours later, Shamil is seen at a restaurant with a plate of food with a smile on his face. Yeah. And all he wanted to do was he just wanted to eat. 25 minutes in the cage was just too long. He just needed to get a nice plate of food, sit down, and have a meal. Who are we going with here, BB? We got Brett.
I went back and forth on this fight quite a bit because I think Brando isn't all that good, right? At least what I've seen yet. I think he overwhelms guys and he's very aggressive early on. But when you extend him, what is that going to look like? And Shamil's been in there with a vet. He hasn't looked great. You obviously the Rousson strike we just talked about, retirement. He basically quit round 4, and then Acosta just sleeps him around 1. I love fucking Gaziev. I love the memes of Gaziev in online where they're like, the guy she told you not to worry about, and it's like him and his like guts out. And he just looks the way he looks, dude. It's very funny to me. He's an awkward fighter though. You know what I mean? When he's on, if he does get on, because I don't think he's a high level guy, he can make it really awkward. He can make it awkward. He can beat you up. And I just don't know if I trust Brando's cardio, right? I don't know if I trust it holding up for 3 rounds. Is that saying I trust Shamil's after what we just said about Rosenstruck? In a 3-round fight, maybe just because of experience. I can see him fucking him up in the clinch. I can see Shamil having a really rough first round. If he survives that, I think he takes over the fight. I'm hoping on it. I'm counting on it. Give me Shamil. I think he's just going to give Brando a little bit of a vet lesson here as long as he gets out of round 1. So if you want to counteract that, bet Brando round 1. I wouldn't hate that. Which would be, let me see what it would be. Brando round 1, plus 170, not like super juicy, plus 170. People kind of expect that to happen. But I like Shamil. KZ in the chat says Brando lock. I get it. People really love Brando. Right now, I'm not sold on him yet. If he gets through Shamil and runs through him, then we're looking at a guy I'm going to keep an eye on. But right now, I'm like, I don't know what he's got yet. He's got a round 1 in him. But can he beat Shamil, who is, look at this guy. He's a fucking legend.
One of the most legendary pictures ever. He is surrounded. It's him. Rousson strikes in between.
Russian dudes typically aren't like naturally funny.
Oh my God.
They're funny unintentionally. Like Khabib is very funny just unintentionally. This dude is very unintentionally funny. Look at him. Look how big he is.
Oh,
yeah. Well, they don't see his kids. Yeah, there's kids playing basketball. He just was like, "Hey, we're gonna take over this fucking court for a second. We got to get this. We got to get this video for the gram." There he goes. Little rival gloves. Dude, little rivals. Not my favorite glove to use, but all right.
Okay,
sure. Right hand, just straight right hand.
He does have a nice straight right, dude.
He does. He's got a little bit of a ground game, but again, he's last.
What
size? His last fights. There's times where he has looked very lazy.
That shirt's got to be a 4X.
I don't know. How tall is he?
6'4".
Yeah, that's a 4X. Yeah, there's
no
way.
4X.
Yeah, that's a 4X.
Look at this fucking comment.
What's the comment? Yeah. That's my guy, though, dude. How can you not like this guy just by the look at him? How can you not like him?
God, dude. I mean,
he's 14-2, which is crazy. He was undefeated coming to the UFC, which is very, very funny to me.
I know. And his losses aren't bad. Rosenstrike and Waldo, they're not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
But that's the thing. Like, you kind of broke it down. Like, I like Perich, but I don't know what he looks like late in round 2 or round 3 if he can't get him out of there. But like, Shamil's not the guy you want to trust to like expose his cardio. Like Shamil might have a fucking heart attack if this fight gets into round 2.
He might just need a good meal. I mean, Perth apparently has got great restaurants. He might he might have a reservation already and goes, all right, I gotta wrap it up. I gotta go.
I think Perich probably gets him out of there early.
Yeah. I think he's a good bet. Brando round 1. He's very aggressive and clearly strong. He's fighting very, he's making his MMA career very fast. I mean, he's 31 years old. He knows, he kind of started a little later than normal. He knows what he needs to do. He's got a good camp around him. He knows what he needs to do. So yeah. But again, Shamil can give him a vet lesson. We'll see though. We'll see.
I kind of agree with where'd it go? Both guys death gassing very live here.
Yeah.
If this gets out of round 1, it could go to decision at plus 500. Dude.
It can be very ugly, an ugly watch for a lot of us. And that's usually the time where like a buddy who doesn't watch MMA will come sit with you and go, what do you watch? What is this? You're like, no, don't judge me on this fucking fight. These guys, no, stay for the main event.
Someone said Brando reminds them of Stipe fighting style.
Okay. A little more grappling and clinch work than Stipe. Stipe is more of a pure boxer, but
Yeah.
he's aggressive.
Brando's hands are fast. So
They're very fast. Yeah, he's quick in the beginning.
it's probably what gets Gaziev here. Let's move on. We got a featherweight bout here. We have no odds for this. Still
odds.
waiting for him. But we got Marwan Rahiki, the undefeated legend, coming in here against the 4-2 Ali Schmid, making his UFC debut on short notice. Ali Schmid clearly does not have a great record, 4-2. But when I watched tape on this guy, I wasn't looking at him as like a terrible fighter. Have you watched tape on him, DP?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think
did,
he was. I didn't think he looked that bad. Trained at City Kickboxing. Now he reps Unity MMA, which, based on the IG, looks like it's Hooker's Gym, maybe.
Yeah, it's all connection because Eugene Berriman posed with them and said, we got another one in Perth. So I think City Kickboxing and Dan Hooker's Gym, they're all kind of connected a little bit.
Okay. So, I mean, he's Hungarian, but, lives in New Zealand. I don't know what the odds are going to be. I said what I would put it at is Rahiki minus 300, but I'm assuming the books are probably going to make him a much bigger favorite, But personally, I think Rahiki minus 300 makes sense. I think Ali Schmid probably looks good early in this fight. I think he looks fine. I think his striking is pretty solid, but as the fight goes on, he does tend to slow down and he starts to get pretty sloppy. And Rahiki is not going to stop coming forward. He's going to keep coming forward, keep throwing bombs. And I think it's probably a Rahiki round 2 or round 3 KO, unless he clips him with something huge in round 1. But the experience is obviously on Rahiki's side. I don't love his defensive striking. It's pretty awful, to be honest.
Yeah. He gets dropped in like every fight.
Yeah. I mean, he's young. He's 23, young and full of calm. He's going to go out there and he's going to fucking put his dick on the floor. And if you can't match it, I mean, he's going to beat you. So Rahiki is obviously the pick here. I'm going to say round 2, round 3 KO.
I like that. Yeah, we're on the same page. Ali does have some good power. He's got some fancy stuff. But big for the weight class as well. But chinny, a little bit chinny. He's been put out twice. He gets hurt a lot. Rahiki, I can't label him chinny because he hasn't lost by knockout yet, but he does get dropped. Eventually, that's going to plague him. Eventually, he will get put out. But he gets dropped in every fight. But his aggression, his combos, his offense is really good. His defense needs to really come a long way because his offense is very, very good. And he believes in himself. Freaky Radiki here at Rahiki, not Diki. Freaky Rahiki at 23 years old is very promising. And I love all the skills. Just need to work on that defense a little bit because you do get put down in pretty much every one of your fights. And Ali does crack. Ali will crack you. His last fight was a 15-second spinning back fix, which he set up pretty nicely in the 15 seconds he had. So Ali again can crack big. Obviously training with some good guys over there in Australia. Who's this guy? Is that the guy who knocked out?
Spinning back fist.
Yeah. Well, Jeffrey Mesa.
How do you go to 3 draws? What the fuck?
Listen, because he fucks, bro. I don't know. I like Rahiki here, but I'm scared of it. I'm scared of it just because he could get knocked out. His 2 losses, though, to be fair of Ali Schmid, his 2 losses are some decent guys.
Yeah.
Harry Webb's 5-0, and then Dimps Gilly, who I've heard of before, which was a very competitive fight. He got caught in the 3rd round again. He gets tired, gets chinny a little bit. But skill for skill, I like Rahiki. It only depends where I'm going to bet this or parlay this or however. And I like what Hayden said, round 2 or 3 KO, I think is a really good play. We got to see the line. I mean, if he's the chat saying minus 900, I don't know. Obviously, that I don't see a line yet. But if he gets placed that high, then it's a little crazy here. But I do like Rahiki. I think he's got some real skills. Just again, 23, he's always involving. Let's involve that defense there, and we'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm going to say round 2, 3 finish because I do think this
finish. Yeah, excuse me. Finish. You said, yeah.
I did say KO, but I'm going to correct that and say finish because Schmid could just give up his back where he sinks in a rear naked choke and the fight's over. But
it's hard to be your last name to be Schmid, right? Because if you're mid, he's a mid fighter. This guy's a Schmid fighter. Kids are mean, bro. My last name's Petrie. Okay, I got some shit when I switched schools as a kid.
Dixon, why would you want to bet on someone that's named after a skating trick? Is that a skating trick?
Is that a Schmid? What's a Schmid skating trick?
Oh, an Ollie. Ollie, dude. Are we
Ollie. God, we're an idiot.
I think his real
Nice
name
one.
is Oliver Schmid, but they call him Ollie. So
Ollie. I don't mind Ollie. My mom's had a dog, and his name was Oliver for 3 months. And then after 3 months, she changed it to Jax. And I'm like, you're confusing this dog.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that they got Rahiki replacement because
I'm glad they stuck it on the card. And there, by the way, there's a guy, I forget his name. There's a little bit of a debate on Twitter. I saw some of our podcasting boys jump in. He's very upset that that UFC's going downhill. They signed a 4-2 fighter. Listen, it's short notice in Perth against an up-and-coming guy. Who else are they going to sign on 3 or 4 days notice to fly 30 hours? Like, that's a hard ask. You know what I mean? They're going to sign this guy. It is what it is. Like, you can complain about a lot of things with their signing and the matchmaking. This time, I think you need to maybe lay off a little bit. I think that's not the craziest thing in the world.
Trying to keep the guy on the card, you know?
Yeah, they want Rahiki on the card, so they signed whoever.
Oh, let's move on.
This is a good fight.
We got a flyweight bout. Tim Elliott comes in as a plus 185 underdog. Steve Erceg coming in at minus 220. Steve Erceg opened at a minus 250, but he got up to a minus 400 favorite, which is where he was this Sunday. So a lot of money has come in on Tim Elliott, the 39-year-old, who's 4-1 in his last 5, coming off back-to-back submission wins over Kaya Sakura and Suma Darchi. Steve Erceg, 2-3 in his last 5. And he had a 3-fight streak where we were starting to question things. You know, the loss to Pantoja didn't look bad, right? Almost beat him. And he gets knocked out by Cara France. And then he loses to Brandon Moreno in Mexico.
Yep.
Which that loss doesn't age very well at this point. And then he went to a very close fight with Ode Osborne where he almost got finished in round 1. So the 30-year-old Erceg got to put on a nice performance here against Tim Elliott in his home country. Do you think he gets it done, BP? What do we think here?
I think this is a prime spot to take Tim Elliott at plus 185. Tim Elliott's fought everybody, right? He's hard to finish. He's hard to knock out. You can hurt him. He'll still come back. He has great cardio. He'll wrestle you for days, right? His submissions are pretty good, at least when he's hanging on a neck, right? That's what he is, bread and butter. And you got Erceg, who I think got rushed to a title shot. Looked good against Pantoja, who's a legit guy, but I think Pantoja maybe didn't think he was much, right? I don't know how much Pantoja thought about that. It was a very close fight, and since then, listen, you get caught by Cara France, cool. The Brandon Moreno fight was horrible. The Ode Osborne fight was even worse. He fought scared in that fight. Yeah. He just did not want to lose. He even said on the microphone, dude, like, this dude hits hard. I did not want to go in there. He's got to let it go. Because he does have some skills. He's a good scrambler. He's got good submissions himself. Really going to be tough to kind of catch Tim Elliott because Tim Elliott's just such a vet. You can catch him maybe later in the fight with a choke or something if he's diving in for a submission or diving in for takedowns because he will double you. I mean, he'll shoot a double halfway across the fucking cage. Like, he's a wild man, right? He doesn't give a shit. A lot of his losses that were coming a couple years ago was right through his divorce, which what happened to him was absolutely gut-wrenching. Not sure many people come back from that, and he did. And now he even when he loses, he's still competitive. He'll fight for your dollar. I know Erceg's from Perth. He doesn't have to travel. The crowd's gonna be on his side. I think he has some skills. I do think he's a bit chinny. And I think Tim Elliott's not a power puncher by any means, but I think Tim Elliott can get this done. I think he can squeak one out here. I think this could be a very close fight. Someone in the chat said Tim Elliott by submission at plus 330. I wouldn't hate it. I mean, he's got a great guillotine, but I think Tim Elliott by decision's more where I'm going to play it at. I like Tim Elliott in this spot. And shout out my boy Joe. I am Saturday. He's a sharp dude. He's been all over Tim Elliott all week. And I'm gonna ride with my boy Joe here. I've been flip-flopping back and forth, but I think I'm a lock in on Tim Elliott.
Mitchell Brady with another $7.99 Aussie. McAliff, Perich, Erceg plus 340 parlay. So he's going
little Aussie parlay. Don't mind it. That was more English than Aussie. I can't do an Aussie accent.
I'm kind of with you because like earlier in the week, Tim Elliott was like plus 300, plus 280, and I thought, you know, that definitely makes sense to bet on Tim Elliott there. But now where it's at, I think it's kind of accurate. You know, Elliott plus 185, like Is he the better striker? Probably not, but he is very awkward. So like things could get weird, you know?
Yeah.
Like, is Ursay going to look levels above him on the feet? Probably not, but I think he's probably going to be able to land the bigger shots when Elliott's like off balance and stuff. Is Elliott the better grappler? I don't really think so. I think Elliott can get takedowns.
Wrestler.
Yeah, better wrestler.
Yeah.
I think Elliott can get
Better
takedowns.
wrestler.
I don't think he can do much with it. And I don't think he's going to sub Ursay. So then I think you are probably looking for like a close decision for Tim Elliott, which Elliott by decision is what, plus 425? That's not bad.
Which I like. I do. I like that.
Yeah, it's not bad. But I think Ursay probably does get it done, dude. I think he probably edges a decision here or maybe gets a late submission. I just don't really trust Ursay, you know, at like 2-1 favorite status or higher. Like if it gets down to minus 180, then I think that's probably pretty accurate. I have it lined Ursay minus 186, Tim Elliott plus 186. So I think that's, you know, fairly accurate now, but I think Ursay does get it done. I think he's 39-year-old flyweight, you know.
It's tough.
I know
it's tough.
It's tough.
He looks in
tough.
shape too. He's cleaned up the beard. His hair was slicked back in the picture I saw. Like he's come to fight. There's a comment here that just made me laugh against Helligans. Tim ain't winning shit. So,
Tim ain't
support your man. Tim ain't winning shit. I love that, dude. No punctuation, no nothing. He just need to let us know Tim ain't winning shit, man. That's very funny to me.
Tim has been on fire since Mazzani left. And I'll never forget it. I bet Tim Elliott at plus 450 against McAliff. Yeah. And he was up 2 rounds to nothing.
I know.
On 2 of the judges.
Yeah, when he's on, dude, he scrambles and can grapple with some of the best. I mean, he fucking won the Ultimate Fighter, and I wouldn't say he gave DJ like the best fight, but he took him 5 rounds and really handled himself well in those scrambles. And that was when Demetrius was on top of it. Like he was like the man. Again, 39 at flyweight is pretty rough, but yeah, I think old Tim Elliott's gonna have a good night here. I think it's gonna be a very close fight.
He's a hardcore cheater too. I mean, he will scrap it out. Poking eyes, grabbing cages, kneeing guys when they're down.
Dollar, bro.
You will fight for your fucking dollar. You remember when he fought Jordan Espinoza, and like Espinoza had like hit a girl or something, and he was like,
and he was like, "You like to hit women?" He's fucking ground and pounding them and shit. Yeah,
it's like Elliott's fucking funny, dude. He's a funny guy. But I
can't get over what happened to him, dude. That's just so fucking brutal.
It's really fucked.
Fucking man.
Fucked. Let's go to the co-main event of the evening. We got a lightweight bout here. But Neil Dariush comes in at plus 300, taking on Quillen Salkill minus 400. The 26-year-old prospect. 5-0 in his last 5, 4-0 in the UFC. Knocked out Jubilee. Took Ashboost to a decision. Knocked out Nasrat Akbaras with the KO of the year last year. And then beat Jamie Malarkey earlier this year by round 1 submission. Taking on the 36-year-old Salt and Pepper. But Neil Dariush, 2-3 in his last 5, coming off the brutal KO loss to Benoit Saint-Denis in 16 seconds. Is it over for Benny? I mean, 6 knockout losses. He's been knocked out in round 1, 3 of his last 4 fights. This is obviously a step down in competition, but I have had high hopes for Quillen Salkill since he fought in the Contender Series, honestly. His performance on the Contender Series was fucking impressive, man. I mean, he outstruck Gage Young, landed 81 significant strikes, attempted 22 takedowns, got 9 of them, had a submission attempt. It looked pretty damn good. And I said, this guy's going to be pretty good in the UFC. But it seems like they're matching him up here with Benil to try to catapult him, as Australia needs some stars, you know? Australia needs some guys, you know, in the mix. So they're trying to feed Quillen, Chinny Benil here, and I think it probably does happen. What do you think here, BP?
Yeah, I think you laid it out perfectly. I think Quillen Salkill is probably one, besides Volkanovski and maybe a couple other people. He's the most skilled guy from Australia right now that they really got to push, and they want that next breed. Volkanovski's probably one more fight and he's done. They need someone to kind of take over that mantle as the Australian guy, and Scalkill has great personality. He did some bit this week with UFC where he like worked everywhere in the UFC or some shit like that. Funny little thing. He's got a good look to him, and obviously he's got skills for days. Like he's got cardio. He's got takedowns. He's got submissions. He's got knockout power. The head kick he set up over Haparas was beautiful. You got Benny Dariush, who's chinny as fuck, who can get put down with a gust of wind. The one thing Benny does have, though, that still is bread and butter is his grappling is very good. His wrestling's very good. We saw that in the Moicano fight. Moicano is a very good wrestler as well. And he out Moicano. Like his top pressure, his wrestling is very, very good. He's 36, even though he looks like he's 45. I feel like if he loses this, no matter how he loses, I think he's got to hang him up, right? I think he's a big Bitcoin guy, so I think he's going to be okay on the money side of things. But you can't get knocked out your seventh time, right? Your seventh time get knocked out and still have a career. I mean, you got kids, you got to protect your brain or whatever. And Scalkill, I think, is going to knock him out. I think Scalkill has incredible. I like his vision when he fights, right? He picks his shots really well. He doesn't go crazy. He's got some decent little body lock takedowns as well, which I don't think is going to happen against Benny. But I think Scalkill head kick, Scalkill punches, anything that's going to touch Benny, I think is going to put him out. I like this kid. Minus 400 is tough, right? Because Benny could obviously dust off the old wrestling shoes and really fucking wrestle fuck Quillen Scalkill, and we'll see what his defensive wrestling skills is really all about. I just don't see that happen. I think Benny's going to come in here. I think he'll get tired. If he grapples heavy for 3 rounds, the crowd's obviously going to be all on Scalkill. I like Scalkill here by KO. I mean, the smart bet would be round 1 because I feel like when Benny gets done, he gets done in round 1. Yeah. You know what I mean? So Scalkill round 1 is, plus 130. I mean, the books are all over it. So, yeah, Scalkill's my guy. I'm going to take him.
Yeah, I'm seeing round 1 KO plus 180. If you're going to go the
okay,
KO.
That's good. Yeah, I was on bet 365. It was plus 130, so better numbers out there.
Straight KO line minus 150. So, yeah, I mean, you ain't going to get it for free. That's for sure. But,
yeah,
you know, I'm not going to be putting Scalkill at minus 400 in any parlays, unless it's the many men, which probably will be in the many men. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, the thing is, it's like if Benny doesn't get chin, 10-0 to the decision, dude. Like, the guy's gonna do pretty well.
I know. That's like the Gamrot fight's a perfect example. I thought he was gonna get cooked by Gamrot. Drops Gamrot, stops most of his takedowns, out grapples Moicano. Like he has those moments where he's a motherfucker in there, but then he gets caught up, right? He gets caught up, you know, and he gets caught and he does it. Like the only time he's ever recovered was like Jakar Close, which was an incredible comeback win. Because he does have a good right hand. He has some power, but his chin is long gone.
Yeah, I don't think he can recover.
I don't even think he ever had one. I mean, Alex Hernandez put him out in like a minute or whatever in his debut. I don't think Benny's ever really had a chin, but whatever chin he did have is gone.
I mean, Ramsey Nijum got him in 2014.
Stripper Ramsey, bro. Stripper Ramsey got him. Yeah. Ultimate Fighter legend.
Let's go to the main event. BP,
let's do it.
Quick. I got to get a.
Yeah, let's go. What's up, chat? You got to take a piss?
Piss and soda.
Oh, piss and soda. Hayden's piss and sodaing. This main event, boys, is fucking nasty. I love this main event. It was incredibly hard for this is probably the most, well, I wouldn't say the most, but I really anguished over like the tape study for this one. So I like both these guys so much. I'm hoping, and I think we're all hoping it's going to be a striking affair. You got Jackie D, 3-name Jack, as I call him. He's going to primarily be a boxer, right? You know, really good combinations to the body, combinations to the head. He puts a lot of punches together, has some decent power, maybe not one-touch power, but decent power. Then you got Prates. He's just all Muay Thai with kind of that longer, rangy body and just riding a wave of confidence right now. I mean, I was there live for both his most recent knockouts, and they are absolutely insane. Prates is the fucking man. I can't wait to break this one down. It's going to be awesome here. UFC 328 stacked 2. I can't wait to break that one next week. I'm really excited. That main event is got me tingling, boys. What's up?
See this? Blackberry Diet Dr. Pepper.
Woo! My wife tried not the zero sugar kind. She tried the full bodied. She's a Dr. Pepper girl. She like Diet Dr. Pepper. She said it was just okay. You like it?
It's all right. Yeah. My wife got it. I mean, I like to mix it up every now and then, you know, a little blackberry, pour some through the veins. Why not? Pour that up, and we'll get into this main event. Did chat give you a hard time, or what's up?
No, chat's great.
Okay.
Jamie Dean said UFC 328 is going to be stacked. I kind of laid out how excited I am for this main event, and I did. I don't like to do over too much tape studying because then I second guess myself. In this fight, I really because I was live for both of these guys' last fight, I had to rewatch it back to kind of see it on like the side of that. And I think maybe I did a little too much because I'm super fucking excited about this. So we'll see what happens.
It was an absolute treat going through film on this one. And
yeah, because they're both they're fun fighters. Yeah.
I'm still not really sure how this fight's going to go, but that's what's going to make it exciting. We got a welterweight bout in the main event, 5 rounds. That's what it's scheduled for. We'll see how long it lasts. Jack Della Maddalena comes in as a plus 100 dog. Carlos Prates minus 120. Prates 4-1 in his last 5. Only loss in the UFC is to Ian Gary by decision in a 5-rounder main event. JDM coming off the loss to Islam Makhachev. His first loss in a very long time. In fact, he was on an 18-fight winning streak.
Yeah.
Then he takes on the pound-for-pound number 1 fighter in the world. Islam Makhachev loses 50-45, gets grapple fucked, was damn near crying. Now he's going to his home country, try to defend his spot as the number 1 ranked contender. He's 29 compared to 32. Prates got a couple inches on him in height. We don't know about the peen, but he's got 5 inches in reach as well. What do we think here, BP? I'm going to let you go first because
thanks.
I know you got a more passionate take than me.
Well, so I'm a big Jack Della fan, right? I coined the name 3-name Jack, right? John Anik loved that. And I think he's an absolute must-watch TV when he fights. Going back and being critical of his performances when it comes to this fight, because I was a fan. I was there when he fought Islam. He had zero... Huh?
You're not a fan anymore?
No, I mean, I am a fan, but I mean, I used to blindly bet Jack without even caring about anybody's fight, right? Like I argued with a buddy of mine, BP, we need an accurate take on the Peen situation. Listen, Jackie D, here's what I base it on. I knew a guy growing up that kind of looked like Jackie D. Jackie's got the cleft palate, he's got the crooked nose, the red beard. You know, I have a buddy, not a buddy, but a guy I grew up with that looked like him. And the dude was swinging it. He was swinging it. So I just interpreted him to swing.
How do you know that?
Prates, huh?
How do you know that?
Locker rooms, bro. Penis fights.
Oh, you're just checking out dudes' dicks in the locker room. Remind me to never.
What, you don't peek, dude. Of course you do. You know what? You walking in the shower, just head up, like you probably fucking shower with shower shorts on or something like that. I did have a buddy who wouldn't shower there, but he was afraid of people make fun of him. Anyway, we'll get back to the fight. I love Jackie D. When it comes to this fight, you got boxing versus straight Muay Thai, right? Carlos Prates, Muay Thai is nasty. He adds a little flash to it. Insane power. He can mix up to the body as well. Not as good as Jackie D. Jackie D's got great combinations. Does have a little punch, power behind his punch. Wouldn't say it's one punch, but he does put a lot of his punches together. A lot of people say that, you know, he kind of got gifted the title shot because there's no one else. Maybe. And Bilal didn't fight maybe the way he should. We all thought he was going to. Decided to stand with Jack and then maybe wrestle a little bit, which he stuffed. Kind of a weird performance. Amazing fight. Weird performance by Bilal, though. But he won. Jackie dug it out. It was a very close and entertaining fight if people haven't watched that fight back. Jack won based on the 5th round. Then you go into the Islam fight where it was just a very uninspiring performance. I don't care if you lose to Islam Makhachev. He's the best fighter in the world right now. You know, you can argue with him at Topuria or whatever. You lose to him. That's fine, right? My problem is it was uninspiring. You obviously trained, you pay Craig Jones all this money to come out to, you know, whatever. Craig Jones is the Russian whisperer, and you are lifeless in there, right? You literally make a deal with yourself to not get finished. I've lost this fight. The title's his. Just don't get subbed by this guy. You take no chances to get up. You take no chances when it starts on the feet. uninspiring. And I didn't like that. Now he's coming back in his home country, his home city in his home country against an absolute warrior in Prates. Now I was down early when Prates first came to the UFC because I saw the tape of him basically quitting when he was getting punched early in his career. He got punched, went, I'm done, quit, right? I grew up with the saying, if you're a quitter once, you're going to quit again, whatever. Prates obviously as Charles Oliveira proved that wrong. Charles Oliveira did quit a lot early in his career. But Prates is so nasty, and he's so nasty and more, I wouldn't say Jackie's one-dimensional. His boxing is so good, but Prates has way more weapons. His knees, his elbows, his punching at distance. He's got a 5-inch reach advantage on him. I think he's got more ways to win over Jack. Jack is a tough dude, and if he pulls it out, I love it. Plus 100 is great. I just think since he's already reached the title, I don't know how much hunger he has. I love it being in his hometown, but it's going to be a lot of pressure on him. Prates is riding a wave right now. And let's not no mistake about it. He could have beat Ian Gary in that fight. He had Ian Gary hurt. Another ref possibly would have stopped that fight in the 5th round. And here's a guy who out-cardioed Ian Gary, who is a strict health nut vegan, and this dude's doing tequila shots and smoking cigs in training camp, right? It's crazy. Long-winded answer because I was going back and forth. I'm going Carlos Prates. I've actually loved this play. I like Prates. I like Prates by knockout as well. I think he's going to get the better of Jackie D here. It's hard for me to pick against Jackie Della Maddalena, but I'm doing it. I'm going Prates. I think Prates is a real deal, and I think he gets it done. And I hope it doesn't end in round 1. I hope this goes like 2 or 3, 4 or 5, whatever, because I think it's going to be an amazing fight, but I like Prates.
BP going with Prates over JDM, over 3-name Jack. You coined the name and you're just going to turn on him now?
Name, dude. I coined it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, boys. I mean, I went into tape thinking JDM, slight underdog, probably the side. Because Prates boxing, not very good. In tight, he doesn't like to be there. His defense is kind of lacking in the boxing department. And if you can get this guy to move backwards, he's not very effective. But then I watched the tape and I'm like, how is JDM going to get this guy to go backwards? There might be moments where Jack's stringing combinations together, but usually when he's stringing combinations together, he's usually like just touch, and then maybe one big. And I just don't think that's enough. Yeah, I think he's going to string a combination together, touch, and then Prates is gone. He can't hit the 3rd, 4th punch that he needs to, because Prates will be out of the way. And then Prates resets, and then they're back at range, and JDM's going to stand across from you at punching range for Carlos Prates because he's long as fuck, and he's got all those different weapons, the knees, the elbows, the kicks, the punches, spinning stuff, high kick, leg kick. It's just way too many options for Prates. So I think there's just more weapons for the Nightmare here. And I've been high on both guys. Back JDM against Bilal in the title fight as a fairly sizable dog, and I was pretty confident in it. Back Prates in his come up. I even backed him against Ian Gary, and that Ian Gary fight was a fight that I was looking at in this one to say, okay, if Ian Gary can outstrike this guy, JDM probably could too. But Ian Gary used a lot of different weapons that I don't think Jack has. I don't think Jack has the footwork of Ian Gary. He doesn't have the kicks of Ian Gary. I don't think he has the fight IQ of Ian Gary either. And you said Prates had better cardio than Ian Gary. Prates didn't do shit for 3 rounds. So then he was there.
If you're Ian Gary, though, dude, that's what I was gonna say. He moved the entire fight. He was sniping, moving. Prates did nothing until the 5th round, and Ian Gary was cooked by his own whatever. But still, Prates smoking those cigarettes, I would think, for a non-smoker, I would think the guy would be tired after 2 fucking rounds. We're doing nothing, but still, I mean, still had enough in the tank to really go for the finish in the fifth. And not to mention, dude, he could have had that finish in the fifth. I think he made several mistakes in that. Ian Gary was
yeah,
cooked.
I agree. I was screaming at the TV. Mitchell Brady, $7.99. Appreciate you, brother. Just watched the Jeff Neal fight yesterday. Now I give Jack a good chance. If he can deal with the leg kicks, he should do well. Yeah, that was another fight I looked at because Jeff Neal, another mainly boxer, and he was having some success, but it wasn't like Prates didn't have any success until he knocked him out either. You know, like Prates was still, he outstruck him on the numbers, landed some big shots, and then, of course, hit him with the spinning elbow that put him away. And that's kind of the equalizer here is like Prates could knock you out at any point. He knocked out Leon Edwards, who had never been knocked out. Jeff Neal had never been knocked out in the UFC at that point. Li Jingliang had never been knocked out at that point either. I mean, he's knocking out guys that just don't get knocked out. When have you ever seen Ian Gary that hurt in any fight? Never.
Yeah, Ian Gary gets dropped, but not like that. I mean, Ian Gary was out. Like, Ian Gary didn't, I don't care what you say to the guy, he does not remember that sequence at all.
And then I watched JDM versus Holland too, and like another tall, lengthy guy. Yeah. And Holland was able to like pepper him with a lot of shit, man. I mean, the fact that JDM's just so hittable there, like he's there to be hit, I don't like, because all the weapons from Prates are going to be available. So yeah, I went with Prates for the pick. I don't think I'll be betting it. I kind of just want to watch this one as a fan, because I don't want to see either guy lose. And honestly, I think the line is pretty accurate. I don't think you can make either guy a big favorite. I think minus.
What about Jackie wrestling?
Yeah. Because
Jackie threw that in there. Had Craig Jones in his camp, you know.
Yeah, I thought that too. But then I look at the amount of takedowns Gary went for against Prates and really had no success with it. I don't think Prates is going to get like.
They credited him for 4, but I mean.
Yeah, he shot 19.
4 knee tap. You're back up, right? And who was the one? Was it Jeff Neal that had his back and he looked up the camera and was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Right? Was Jeff Neal the one trying to grapple him? Was that Leon?
Yeah. Yeah, Leon. Yeah. So it's Prates for me, boys, for the pick.
Insane main event though. I love this main event. Back-to-back weeks main event is awesome. A lot of people in the chat love. I mean, we're a little split, I would say. But people love JDM. A lot of guys saying JDM is going to make this easy, which is I love the confidence.
JDM versus Ian Gary. I think Ian Gary would win too, by decision.
Ian Gary just did a bit where he acted like he got a phone call or something. So people are assuming he might get the Islam fight. Nah, fuck it. JDM Masterclass coming. Yeah, people are backing JDM here. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely live if he can stay downhill. Should be a good fight.
It's interesting. Very competitive fight, and I can't wait to watch it.
All right, before we get into the
money on it,
the empty the clip, the 3-punch parlay, and the sicko parlays, I want to remind you, I'm going to be live for the card this Saturday. So if you want to join the live stream,
why wouldn't you? Why the fuck wouldn't you?
If you're going to be up, join the live stream. We'll have some bets for each fight just to sweat out with the live stream, and then we'll rip some packs as well. And we're also going to rip some packs right now. We got some packs up. What do you say?
I saw Maddie or maybe Homo Fight say something that packs are coming. Yeah, there you go.
Elite pack. Should we rip an elite pack?
It's up to you, brother. It's totally up to you.
Elite edition. It's $150. Decent invest. Ooh, 3150.
Is that the
card?
Who's that card right next to him? What is that?
It's a John Jones.
It's a sick card.
I think we got to rip one of these, dude. I think we should rip one. We'll rip an elite card. Elite pack. Fuck it. First ever elite pack being ripped on the channel. This should be fun. I'm a little nervous. We're going to get absolutely duped, but imagine we ripped the fucking $3,000 Chimaev card, boys. Oh, God. Here we go. First ever elite MMA pack. Here we go. Good juju in the world. Come on.
Oh, who we got?
Kyler fucking Phillips again, dude.
2 Kylers.
You're over with Kyler Phillips. He shows up and he just shits all over your elite homo fight repack. It's $100.
Damn, Kyler, 106.62.
Lost like $50 on that, but God, I kind of want to rip another
name
one.
of the game sometimes. You know what I mean?
Definitely selling that. Definitely selling that.
You gotta get rid of it.
Get out of my face, Kyler. You're out of here. Goodbye.
No offense, Kyler, but they like.
Do we have enough to buy another one? We do. We do have enough. Do we have enough?
We gotta go elite.
We could go normal. Should we go premier or elite?
Brother, it's all you. Whatever you want to do.
I say we go 1 normal.
Okay.
And if it's a solid card, maybe we sell it and we go for the elite pack.
All right. Let's put our money where our mouth is here, babe.
Okay, this is an exclusive MMA pack. Premier. Alexander Rahiki. Fucking fraud, dude.
Oh, that might be my least favorite card we got. That guy's lost me so much money.
Fuck that guy.
Get him out of here.
All right, now I kind of want to rip another elite one.
All right, let's do it. We're addicted.
We got enough for one. We got 246 in the account after I sold my John Jones. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Give me something good.
Here we go. We need it.
Give me something good. Elite pack number 2. We need something better than Kyler Phillips, please.
We do. We absolutely do.
Calvin that's even worse. That's even worse. God. I would have taken the Calvin Phillips. I would have taken.
Not gonna lie to you, that took the win right on my sales right there. Fucking Kelvin Gastelum.
That really fucking socked me in the nuts right there.
That one got me, bro.
Well, that's tough. Do we have enough XPR for a regular one?
Oh, you told me. Yeah, right? I don't know.
Nope. That's it.
All right. That's it for the night, bro.
Considering we ripped some real shit cards, there's probably some more decent cards on the horizon. You want to rip your own packs?
We're getting all the bad ones out of the way for you guys. We're getting all the bad ones out of the way.
HomoFightCards.com. Link down in the description below. You can buy your pack just like we did. You can get the normal pack or the elite pack. You can rip it live, reveal your card. It's a real graded card, so it's a real card. You can get it shipped to your house. I'm getting my Murgliata card shipped. It's coming. Once we get it here, it's going to be on the wall. It's a beautiful card. And you can use code HeyJive10 to get 10% off your first pack. Otherwise, you can just store it in your digital wallet like I have a few of these. Look at my collection here. I got the Ty Tuivasa. I'm keeping that Ty Tuivasa, by the way, that we pulled last week.
We got to. If he loses Saturday, you got to get rid of it, though.
What is this the... Oh, that's the one I got to ship to this one, dude. There's the Ty Tuivasa last week. That was Prime Ty 2022. That Murgliata card's coming. I still got my the Cody Garbrandt and Stipe and the Islam that we pulled the other week.
You got Islam in there. Yeah, Islam.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Go rip them. Go rip them. Parlay Princess pulled a $130 Yair yesterday and a $120 Amanda Nunes on Monday. Nice.
There you go.
Solid hits. Two very crappy cards for the elite pack. So we're gonna have to get our get back on Saturday during the live stream. All right, BP. Who are we emptying the clip on this week?
Chat might not like it. Chat might not like it. We're going with my guy. The most research I did this week, the most time and effort, the most back and forth I went. He's a low number with a high upside. I hate to do it to my guy, 3-name Jack, but it's Prates, baby. Prates. I think he gets it done. I think he's too dynamic. I think he's too much for Jackie on the feet. Should be a good night for your boy here. Or morning. Good morning for your boy.
Good morning, yeah. Good morning for us. Good night for them in Perth, Australia. BP going with CP in the main event for to empty the clip to improve to 7-7. Yeah, you're gonna hate this one. You're gonna hate it.
It's already there. I see it.
All right, it's already on.
Disgusting. It's already on.
A lot of people are gonna be scared to bet this guy Ben Johnston making his UFC debut, but he's fighting Wes the Westler, man. So
we had a spirit debate, and I can't really put my horse on Wes the Westler, but Ben Johnston though, man. I think he gets taken down. I think it's over.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be back here next week.
You're emptying the clip. I root for my guys. I'm not gonna have any money on that fight, probably not. So I'm honestly, rooting for my guy.
BB, I'm looking at this card, man. Who the fuck are we gonna empty the clip on? Tuivasa? Junior Taffa? I mean, what the fuck? I guess you could maybe go Brando Perich, but he's about as proven as Ben Johnston.
Well, we're opposite almost on every fight, so it wouldn't matter who I'd say because you're opposite. Yeah. So,
and I like a lot of dogs on the card, but am I gonna empty the clip on them? No. Personally, am I gonna empty the clip? Am I gonna put 5 units on Ben Johnston? No. But I do think there's value on his line at -140.
Sure. And then you got to play that. You got to play in the hand that you're dealt. This is the card that we're dealt. We just got to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody in the chat just said I'm blacklisted for coming to Australia, and you're welcome anytime. What?
Well, Johnston.
Hayden picked Prates too, bro.
Johnston's honestly like one of the only Australians I picked. So, but at least
I'm picked Scalkilled, Johnston.
Yeah. I did pick
Ty. Or wait, did you pick Ty technically?
I did pick Ty, yeah. Picked Taffa too, which should be fun.
Rahiki.
3-punch parlay. I don't know why I'm the only one on the screen.
Rough numbers so far. That's my leg.
I don't know
that's
what the
Hayden's leg. And Ty.
What's going on here?
Oh boy, go back. Yeah, so that's Rousson's my leg.
Hold on.
And then Liam from earlier. Leon Aunan, he likes Tuivasa, and then Hayden's doubling down with Johnston. Ben Johnston, man.
Take a look at 3PC real quick before I fucking tweak out on this. I don't know why it's not showing up. There. We need the full graphic here. We need the full graphic so you can see it.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up. Whoever the graphics guy is needs to be fired.
There it is.
I mean, BP's still not on the screen, but
you can look at me right here, babe.
Yeah, BP is going with Rousson.
Look at me in real life.
I'm going with Johnston, and our boy Liam is going with Tuivasa. That gets us to
plus 296,
and that's 3 Australians/New Zealanders. Is Rousson Australian or New Zealand?
Yeah, I know they're not the same country, but yeah, it's the same area.
From the region. From the
Ben
region.
Is Kiwi, though. Yeah, Ben is Kiwi. Yeah, Ben is Kiwi.
Oh, is he? Whatever.
He's Kiwi. Yeah.
Australian enough for me. Is he
Yeah.
Kiwi? No, I said he's born in Queensland, Australia.
The last recent chat said Ben is Kiwi, though.
It says Tapology says he's born in Australia.
Born in Oz?
Born in Oz.
Down under lay.
Rouston is from Australia as well. So that's 3 Australians based on Tapology. The down under lay. 3 Aussies to get it done. Let's cross our fingers and hope. Cross your fingers.
We need a win on this one.
We need one bad.
Yeah.
We need one real
We
bad.
need it, boys.
Oh, there's BP.
There I am. Look at that mustache. Goddamn. If only.
All right, the sicko parlay. BP trying to go back to back. Trying to go back to back.
Back to back. Big
Double
swing.
lot in the year.
Big swing.
Number 1 is going with Rousson by KO.
Taking a little shot. All these are shots. Rousson by KO. Gets him on the ground and pound. Night. Schmid Gaziev. Knockout round 2 or 3. One rando gasses. And then my guy, the eggs in the basket. Prates KO. 53-25. 53-25. That is more than enough to buy you lunch, dinner, whatever your parlays are. We're going a 3-legger, 3 KO, swinging for the fucking fences. I'm not playing these little 10-1 games. We're going 53-1, bro. 53-1, bro. Like, whoa.
BP's getting greedy. Getting real greedy. He's getting
if I win this, I'm coming on next week with a crown, with sunglasses. I might fake tan my face and just kind of give you one-word answers like, yep, nah, he'll win. Yep, nah, he's winning. I might just be too cool next week.
Goes from 15-1 to 53-1. You hit that, you're up nearly 80 units on the year with the single parlays. We'll be recapping that next week.
We'll be watching.
As I teased earlier in the stream,
you teased it.
I took a page out of BP's book with the 3 dogs, like he hit last week.
A lot of dogs tonight, brother.
And you got Spann, Barcelos, and Edwards. No women's MMA on this card, which was kind of tough because BP knows chicks, so we're not going to get any of that insight this week. But we got 3 dogs this week. Dog number 1, Marfon. Runs through Cody Steele. Runs through him like a hot knife through butter. Dog number 2.
This other guy better be on it. Go ahead, sorry.
Temba Gorimbo.
Yeah.
Plus 200. Better striker, better wrestler. As long as he doesn't fall into a submission, he's winning. And leg number 3, Vince Morales. More experience. Kobe thickness is not very good. Morales lost his last 3 fights. I know the chat's going to hate this parlay, but it's hitting. Okay. 3 dogs coming through. 15-91. It's hitting, boys. All right. The dogs will be back on the early prelims. Don't miss it. We'll be live watching it here on the channel.
Yes, sir.
We'll cash it early. I mean, these are all prelims. So, we're going to be up a lot of money even before, the feature prelims
cash
start.
This, you got a lot to play with for the main card, for sure.
Hey, Jeff. We'll take that. Tyler Betts doesn't like it, though. That's an L.
Tyler Betts says L, 3 and L, bro.
just a straight up L. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
All
Chat,
right,
you're amazing, though.
Appreciate y'all. Make sure you get your picks in on 3punchconvo.com so you can join the giveaway, the challenge. You get all 13 correct, you win $1,000. 3punchconvo.com. Link down in the description below. It's free to enter. No catch whatsoever. And we're going to thank you for watching and tuning into the stream. If you're watching this afterwards, we appreciate you joining and watching the video afterwards. If you couldn't make the live, we get a lot of views afterwards. So I want to say I appreciate everyone that watches the live stream afterwards and everyone that tunes in live every week. We couldn't do it without you. Appreciate y'all. BP, anything for the people before we head out of here?
Chat, you're the best. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. That's it, baby. Let's go. Early morning card. I love it.
Early morning. We'll see you early. I'll grab an energy drink, pop us in, and we'll be fucking good. We'll see you then. Till next week, BigJive MMA Show.